जहिले पनि मेरो चाहिँ के हुन्छ भने I write songs about like हुन्छ नि like जेबाट डिल गर्नु पर्दा हुन्छ like म चाहिँ त्यसको song बनाउँछु हैन त्यो बेलामा like I was almost feeling like Prostan was dying like this rap shit is all delusional like I did it किनभने like I needed validation हैन अनि I am not it like I'm just faking it out there when I still feel good I feel like Prostan was dying.
It was just like something that was by mistake. You were trying to go with the flow.
Yeah, I mean, I just like being on stage, and I just liked when people clap for me.
Okay.
I was not chasing the art; I was chasing validation.
Mi nombre Proskii. जो पनि यहाँ नयाँ आउनु भएको छ सबैलाई स्वागतम. मेरो नाम प्रशान्त हो भएको बारे नेम हो Proskii. It's like Proskii with a P. तर दुईटा I छ हैन. It go like PROSKII. Proskii.
News, nonsense, and more.
Welcome to another episode of News, Nonsense, and More, where we interview guests in our first segment. And we've had a little change this time around. So what we wanted to do this time around is we're taking away the news section because the second segment, we don't really spend that much time on it because I want to spend more time talking to the guests who come in on our show. I'll give them a little bit more time. I figured like an hour is not enough to get to know them and their story and their struggles or what they're trying to do within the community, right? So we kind of taken the news segment out because we'll be posting other videos from our house, just recording about news, maybe thrice a day, a week. Sorry, twice a week. So that way we can get the people who are more interested in news to look at those segments separately. And our podcast segments are only going to break them down to 3, which is the first one is the guest, where we interview guests, get to know them, who they are in the community, what they've been doing, how their life has kind of spanned out, what decisions they made in life to get where they are. And the second section will be where we play trivia games, which is always geared around the guest. I don't have any knowledge of it. Mike does, which he's always behind the camera. We'll never get to see who he is because I forbid it, right? And the third segment is where we react to viral videos. Once again, I don't see it, and you get the best reaction out of all of us. So once again, I would like to welcome our guest today. I've known him for a very long time. He's one of the most talented guys that I know. Okay, within Dallas.
Same.
I mean, listen, I'll be honest. That's what I spit is always the truth. But one of the talented guys in Dallas. I've had the pleasure of meeting him 8 years ago now.
Probably around like 6-7 years back. Like.
Yeah, it's been 6-7 years.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
So yeah, Prashant, would you like to introduce yourself and tell the world of News Nonsense More who you are and what your who are you is the main question, right? So
yeah, it's like मेरो नाम प्रशान्त हो but I go by the name of Proskii.
Okay.
It's like Proskii with a P.
Okay.
तर दुईटा I हैन.
Yeah.
You go like PROSKII.
Yep. I saw that. I read that. Yeah, no.
Solo polo.
Yeah. That was when you released your song.
Right.
That was the first song that I heard, and I really, really liked it. But go ahead.
And you texted me as well.
Yeah, I did. I mean, because I'll get more into it. So I want you to like kind of tell the people who you are.
Yeah, I mean,
your story.
I'm an artist. I came up with my debut EP, Parental Advisory.
Yep.
And that's pretty much it. I mean, I got albums and all that coming out, a few music videos.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an artist.
You're an artist. So tell me a little bit about your journey in becoming an artist, because I remember when I first met you, you had come over here and you were like trying to get your like life restored. I know there was a lot of directions, like you wanted to know where it was going to head, right?
Right.
And even like 6-7 years ago, and a lot of people probably don't know this, you went by a different name before, right?
No, totally. No, we should talk about it.
Yeah. And that was Prostan. Prostan was the name. So when you changed your name to Proskii, I was like, wow, okay.
Yeah.
He's redefining himself, which is great, because I saw that you had like a long hiatus from like music.
Mm-hmm.
So what I want to know is, obviously you came in from Nepal, and you had you always shared stuff with me about like how life is very hard, right?
Yeah.
You struggled with a few things. So but I want to know more about the journey. I want other people to know like that journey of yours, how music kind of like was that outlet for you.
Right. Like, remember like like we started a podcast.
Yeah.
5 years ago.
Yeah. Long
Dining
time ago.
table, man.
Yeah, exactly.
and today we are like
we're actually doing
it.
Doing it. Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's been a journey that, you know, like I was a Prostan, like more like accidentally rapper भएको that. Like it's like एउटा भिटेनको गीत थियो हैन, लाउरीको फ्यासन भन्ने गीत थियो हैन, त्यसमा उसले लाउरी नि मसँग मस्किँदै टसक्क बस्दै छेउमा भन्थ्यो हैन, मैले त्यसलाई फ्लो बाई फ्लो लाइक सिलेबल बाई सिलेबल कपी गरेर हैन 20 वर्ष उमेरमा उडेर आएँ म डालस भन्ने यो ठाउँमा, त्यो गरेर लाइक I was not a rapper at this point. I'm just excited about this new sound that came up. And मैले लेखेँ हैन, अनि त्यो लेखेको कुरा हुन्छ नि, अब लेखिसकेपछि कसलाई सुनाउँ जस्तो हुन्छ नि हैन, मैले 4 बार जस्तो फेसबुकमा हाल्दै थिएँ क्या, अनि one of my friend like के त्यसको नाम सागर, त्यसले मलाई होल भिडियो माग्यो क्या हैन, या सो त्यो भिडियो उसले UNHN भन्ने ग्रुप छ हैन एउटा, त्यहाँ पोस्ट गर्दै हैन, त्यो भिडियो अहिलेसम्मको UNHN को सबभन्दा बढी वाच भिडियो क्या त हैन, and that gave me like damn, what the fuck, like I'm not a rapper or anything, like I'm just having fun with this sound हैन, and then जब त्यो चल्यो हैन, चल्यो मात्रै हैन, त्यसपछि एउटा पहिला चाहिँ यहाँनिर पिकनिक जस्तो हुन्थ्यो लाइक कम्युनिटीहरुको हुन्छ नि, अनि त्यस्तो समथिङ एउटा कम्युनिटीमा लाइक एकजना दाइले मलाई त्यहाँ डिजे सिजे भइरहेको थियो हैन, दाइले चाहिँ मलाई यु नो प्रोस्टान आएको छ यहाँ हैन, प्रोस्टानले चाहिँ अस्ति भर्खर एउटा गीत लेखेको थियो हैन, अनि वी गट लाइक ह्याभ प्रोस्टान, लाइक म जिन्दगीमा स्टेजमा गाइन छैन, माइक पनि छोड्दैन हैन, अनि लाइक इट्स लाइक 200 जनाले मलाई प्रेस हानिरहेको छ क्या, प्रोस्टान लाइक I'm not a rapper at this point हैन,
you didn't even know like even if you could do it.
अनि अब 200 जनाले प्रेस हानेपछि त लाइक there's no way around, लाइक अब जानै पर्यो, गयो माइकले गरे हैन, पुरै होल टाइम लाइक तलतिर हेर्दै हुन्छ नि 20 वर्ष उमेरमा यसरी गरिरहेको म फेस गर्नै सकेको छैन, अनि जब हुक पार्ट आयो नि त, हुक पार्टमा आई ह्याड द कन्फिडेन्स टु लुक अप टु द पिपल क्या, एन्ड आई कुड सी दिस लिटल डुड ब्रो हैन, म 200 जनालाई उफारिरहेको छु क्या, एन्ड वाट द फक लाइक म ठिक भयो क्या त, अनि द्याट फिलिङ द्याट आई गट हुन्छ नि, त्यो सेन्स अफ societal validation is how I got started, like damn, this could be something,
you could do something with this,
and
so
then
that's when you discovered,
and then I started exploring that.
You started exploring that is really really interesting, because I know like when you were living with me, right, you were always in your room, you were always like doing music, you're always like in there, like always, you know, you didn't want to go out as much, if you did like it was just like, you know, maybe hang out with your friends for a few hours, but at the house you're always like you're always busy writing, and you were thinking,
you know what time I met you, like ठ्याक्क त्यो एक दुईटा गीत लेखेको थिएँ हैन, अनि मलाई चाहिँ like I feel like I have something that the world needs, जस्तो I don't know, that केही पनि थिएन ममा, तर पनि I feel like I need to chase this rabbit जस्तो भइरहेको थियो क्या, अनि म चाहिँ like completely 7-8 जना like एउटै घरमा बस्ने हुन्छ नि, like we used to smoke weed and whatnot, like young and dumb and stupid हैन, त्यस्तै कामहरु गर्थेँ, अनि मेरै नाममा लिज थियो, अनि मैले यु नो फक दिस लाइफस्टाइल ब्रो भनेर मैले सबै छोडिदिएर लाइक एउटा म्याट्रेस बोकेर तपाईँ घर आएको थियो क्या, मलाई चाहिँ लाइफमा चेन्ज आयो भन्ने खाले एउटा त्यो पोइन्टमा आएको थिएँ, अनि त्यहाँ आइसकेपछि चाहिँ लाइक हल्का डिसिप्लिन जस्तो भयो क्या, त्यहाँ आइसकेपछि चाहिँ लाइक आई स्टार्टेड एक्चुअली डुइङ इट लाइक ओभरनाइट, लाइक रातभरि बसेर लेख्थेँ माथि होइन, होला नि गर्थेँ होला मैले होइन, तर यहाँ लाइक त्यसपछि गरेँ लाइक 10-12 जति गीत लेखेँ, निकालेँ पनि, and then I took a break. That was all Prostan though.
That was all Prostan. That was just, you believe, like your songs, if you keep doing it, especially now, you will get big.
Thank you.
No, I'm not saying that. I think like you have a flow. I don't listen to Nepali rap. You know me, right? I don't listen to Nepali music. I don't listen to Nepali rap. But when it comes to your music, even from the old one, the Garo Cha Solti, right?
Garo Solti,
that from that time on, when I listen to it, you have a flow, you have a style, you have a talent, you have something, and which is I'm glad that you discovered it by just writing 4 lines, because I didn't know that. Right. It's just like you're saying, you became a rapper by mistake. I think
by accident, totally.
By accident, right? You know. But I think that's the best accident that can happen.
That happened to me.
Now it's just like you taking it out there. So, but go ahead, tell us why the change from Prostan to Proskii after 5-year hiatus.
Okay, I guess before I talk about the change, I have to tell you Prostan कसरी भयो.
Yeah, of course.
And this I'm saying Nepali because like Nepali mai thiए म, हैन. So it's like I actually never had a rap name, yeah. Okay. And I was Prostan before being a rapper.
Okay.
And remember like हजुर त यतैतिर हुनुहुन्थ्यो होला. Like when I was like really young, like 10-12 वर्ष भर्खरै फेसबुकहरु आइरहेको थियो नि हैन. त्यो बेला चाहिँ like एउटा ट्रेन्ड थियो क्या, like I'm gonna have like cool ass name, like आप्पाको छोरी म, like हुन्छ नि राइडर केटो म, त्यो खाले एरा थियो नि हैन. मलाई like I wanted to have a cool name फेसबुकमा होइन
Okay.
सो प्रशान्त I took out प्रशान्तबाट इन्सपिरेसन लिएर अनि सिन्स म एमिनेम सुन्थेँ
Yeah.
प्रशान्तलाई हल्का फ्लिप गरेर प्रोस्ट्यान
Prostan.
बनाएँ
Okay. Okay.
and that was just my Facebook name. When I started putting out music, like I just put out from my own channels. Like I never thought like I would be a rapper, right? So I never had a name. I went with it, right? And then there's one dude. I'm pretty sure you know him. You know Manas Kolidai.
Maybe.
You know Nipsadice.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe if I see them. I'm really bad with names.
Okay. Anyway,
but-
he's like the pioneer, the OZ of Nepali hip hop.
Okay.
I know. So he texted me. Like तेरो नाम चेन्ज गरे like random ass डेमा like he said तेरो नाम चेन्ज गर like that was the opening line क्या दाइको
Okay.
अनि डिग डाउन गर्न थाल्यो अनि खासै क्यालिबर छैन त राम्रै गर्न सक्छस् तर आई फिल लाइक नेमले तँलाई पछि बग गर्छ भन्नुभयो होइन अनि
Okay.
about that time like I was going through some shit like I was
Yeah.
not really putting out music anyway
Yeah.
होइन
Yeah.
अनि त्यही छ भनेर like and then I someday like जहिले पनि मेरो चाहिँ के हुन्छ भने I write songs about like हुन्छ नि like जेबाट डिल गर्नु पर्दा हुन्छ like म चाहिँ त्यसको सङ बनाउँछु होइन त्यो बेलामा like I was almost feeling like Prostan was dying क्या like this rap shit is all delusional like I did it किनभने like I needed validation
Yeah. Yeah.
होइन अनि I am not it like I'm just faking it out there when I still feel good I feel like Prostan was dying
It was just like something that was by mistake. You were trying to go with the flow.
yeah I mean
thing.
I just like being on stage and I just liked when people clap for me
Okay.
I was not chasing the art I was chasing validation Right.
Yeah.
and then
That's big. Okay.
yes and that had to die
Mm-hmm.
होइन त्यो स्टेजमा त लाइक हान्यो खतरा हान्यो बवाल ऱ्याप हान्यो होइन मलाई केटाहरूले डिसी टु कौक भन्थ्यो क्या हुन्छ नि लाइक
Really?
म आई डोन्ट डु ड्रग्स एट
Yeah.
अल
Yeah. Yeah.
होइन म चाहिँ के हुन्छ थाहा छैन मलाई लाइक हाइप त अप क्या लाइक त्यसै होइन अनि तर घर आयो I don't feel the same like
Yeah.
I cannot really face who I'm looking in the mirror होइन
Yeah.
something is like super wrong like
exactly,
मलाई
exactly.
ठिक फिल भइरहेको थिएन and then I guess it just comes down to like me chasing the wrong thing
Yeah.
and then Prostan died
Okay.
and the reason I bring this up is जे कुरा मर्छ त्यो rebirth पनि हुन्छ क्या
Exactly.
होइन and then I wrote a song this song यो चाहिँ मेरो एल्बममा आउँछ इपीमा हालेको छैन
Okay.
होइन it's called Phoenix
Okay.
and I wrote this song and Phoenix kind of gave a birth to new identity new found like हुन्छ नि mission like
Yeah,
what do I want to do where do I want to go like म के गर्न आएको के गर्न all that and then I needed a rap name change in the rap name पनि किन ओजी दाइले नै हटा भनेको थियो म पनि I was not really proud of being called Prostan क्या like at the end of the day Stan भनेको a crazy fan like भन्छ क्या होइन अनि मलाई त्यो क्यालिबर लिएर हिँड्न नि मन थिएन अनि I changed my name Proskii with this track called Phoenix
No,
Yeah.
that's actually like very interesting because I wouldn't have even guessed that you were going through something like that, you know?
yeah
And, you know, just to realize after even putting on music, being very popular,
Right.
to have the ability to kind of hold yourself self-accountable up to a certain point, like, hey, listen,
hmm
speak to yourself, tell yourself, like, you're chasing the wrong thing.
hmm
You need to hit the reset button.
hmm
You need to take some time off. You need to recalibrate yourself.
Right.
You need to rethink. That, I think, in itself takes guts
hmm
because a lot of people are so afraid to change, you
Mhm.
know?
right
Especially when they're trying to give up that whole, and especially now, you know how it was back in the day. Everybody wanted to be famous on TikTok. They want to get viral. It was that age, right?
right
Everybody wanted to get viral. People were like dishing out songs, even if it didn't make sense,
not totally
right?
right
Like that to me, that time was like really weird, and I felt like everybody was doing it in a certain way where it didn't have talent.
hmm
Right, 'cause I'm
Mhm.
pretty sure you know some people who like launch songs during that time.
Uh-huh.
But I was like, dude, what is this? Like, this
Right.
doesn't even make sense.
Right.
And there wasn't that much emphasis on people who actually had the ability or the caliber to rap because I felt like everybody was kind of competing with themselves.
Right.
And that in its sense also puts a lot of like pressure, especially on the younger generation because
Mhm.
you're also very young at that time.
not for real
Right?
yeah
You were also very young, and when it's like taking a kid.
hmm
Just because he did like an amazing dive,
hmm
you somehow just throw him in the deep and expect him to learn how to swim for a longer period of time. It doesn't work out that way, right?
right
You need guidance and you need people to kind of like guide you the right way, tell you the right things. Or sometimes you need to go through life in order to understand what it is. And
Totally.
I feel like, maybe Prostan was that journey you had to take.
Maybe.
You know,
I mean,
to
if
become-
there
to
was
be,
no Prostan, there would
you know,
not
be
be Proskii.
Proskii. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Like I think like you going through, you know, the music that you put out there, the type of music you put out there when
Mhm.
you were Prostan, right?
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to, and I listened to your album,
Mm-hmm.
right? Every song has a certain type of. This is what I got.
Mm-hmm.
Well, listening to English part, because
Okay.
Nepali is not my greatest strength, right? You know,
Okay.
you know that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But you know, I the Nepali part was more like you're connecting with the boys,
Mm-hmm.
but the English part you had more of a message.
Right.
You had something that you're going through,
Right.
things that you dealt with,
Totally.
and that's what I decipher from each song.
Mm-hmm.
You were fun in some songs.
That's right.
You were serious in some songs.
That's right.
You just wanted to vent in some songs, and it's practically who you are,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
That's what I got from each music. You
Yes.
know, obviously, like the fun one is your intro,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mhm.
That one was like really liked the flow of it. I was like,
Mhm.
this is fun.
Yeah.
This is something like you can vibe to when you're
Mhm.
driving.
Mm-hmm.
But then I listened to your other song, like what was it called? Mama, Mama told
Mama
me.
told me.
Mama told me, and
Yeah.
then you know also, all dumbs have dreams. I think those two
Yes.
were like the things that you had more of
Mm-hmm.
a very serious message of who you are
Mm-hmm.
as a person.
Yeah.
So tell me, I want to know about when you wrote that song. So I want to know the story behind it. What made
Okay.
you? So I want to start with all dumbs have dream.
All time set dreams.
Yeah. So what
Yeah.
was the thing that made you write that song? What was the story behind it?
Okay, so back when I was transitioning, like here's how I like to put it, right? So Prostan was a caterpillar crawling
Yeah.
through life, right?
Mm-hmm,
Prostan had to go hide in a cocoon,
mm-hmm.
right? And in that cocoon, Prostan had to go to therapy because cocoon was really hard for me.
Yeah.
So I went to see this therapist, right? I was doing my sessions, and one of these days, like, she told me I have to get like serious help.
Mhm.
So she recommended a psychiatrist.
Okay.
So I went and talked with a psychiatrist, and in a single day, I was diagnosed with anxiety, depression, PTSD, and ADSD.
Wow.
And then it clicked. Okay, now it makes sense for why I am the way I am, right? And ADSD part, I started digging on it,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
That all dumbs have dreams is a full form for me for ADSD.
Oh wow. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
that's good. That's very.
And that's exactly how I made the song. Like, I'd be talking about like random topics. Like, sometimes I'd be screaming. Sometimes I'd be like, well, what the fuck?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
like there's like so many ways that song goes. And I just wanted an audio representation of my mind on that track. So that's what it is.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. That's very deep. That's very deep because to be able to take what you're feeling
Mm-hmm.
and put it out there as music
Mm-hmm.
for people to listen to understand you. That's deep. That's
Yeah.
deep.
I feel like people will understand it. Like people from my side of the world, they will understand it in like 5 years from now.
Yeah,
I feel like
or
that,
even,
that would
or,
be like underrated.
or even people who are going through that, right?
Yeah.
Because you're now like, if you think about it, you're a voice for people
Mhm.
who have these type of like that
Mhm.
condition. You're going through that
Mhm.
stuff because, and I'm very glad that you went through therapy and
Mhm.
you got help,
Right.
Because in our culture, like it's like, oh, it's very, you shouldn't go to like pagal bandhansa, like
Oh,
like
shit.
like what I mean, like that, like old people,
Right,
like
right.
old people, like I'm old, so
Right,
like my if I tell our parents and stuff like that, we're like, what are you like, crazy or something, like but like the stigma is there, right? There's always
Not
some
totally.
sort of stigma,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is, I've been to therapy,
Uh-huh.
right? I don't have to go and tell everybody about it, but
Uh-huh.
I've been to therapy because I went through certain things, and I wanted to also understand. I had to learn a lot about myself too.
Mhm.
Even in the past, like since the last time you met me, I learned a lot about myself, who I was, and who I wasn't always perfect because there are also things I was doing that was not right
Mhm.
for myself.
Mhm.
You know what I mean, or not being able to express myself.
Right.
And I'm glad that you went through that, because that journey in itself, because you can't go through that journey
Mhm.
with other people. You have to go through that journey by yourself.
By yourself.
And that is one of the loneliest road
Oh yeah.
you can travel on, because sometimes you don't want to tell other people, right? It's very hard to kind of explain it to other people. But
Yeah.
I'm glad, like, therapists are amazing. The way how they talk, the way how they listen to you,
Yeah, yeah.
the way how psychiatrists like will like tell you, hey, listen, these are things you need to do. You need to do X, Y, and Z,
Uh-huh.
and they really make you understand a lot of things. That's
Yeah, yeah.
you never understood because you sat there and just like, what's going on? You'll never know,
Right.
Because
Nah.
we don't have skill set.
In my case, like I was so resist, I did not even open up to the therapist.
Yeah, it
Like
takes time.
I had layers there. Like, I
Mhm.
mean, some part of me, but I mean, she diagnosed me with whatever information she had. But
Yeah.
Maybe she just knows that I'm hiding stuff.
Yeah.
But I did not really even open up to the therapist.
I mean, it takes
It-
time. Not everybody can do that.
Yeah, it's not like I went there for like months and months. Like I went for like say 5 or 6 sessions.
Uh-huh.
It didn't. To me, honestly, I know it's amazing what therapy can do to people, but to me, like it didn't really work out. I mean, they prescribed me pills and whatnot.
Yeah.
I never took one, and I don't know if I should. I'm scared.
No, I
really.
don't. The thing is, it doesn't mean that the first therapist or first psychiatrist you talk to is the one for you.
Mm,
I always recommend you go out there, you feel multiple different therapists.
Right.
Just because you talk to one and they say whatever doesn't always mean what it is. Because again, they're people too.
hmm
Like you
Not
kind of
totally.
have to like find someone that you can really connect with.
Right.
And when I went to therapy, I spoke to a girl,
hmm
and she wasn't even like South Asian.
hmm
She was Spanish. She was
Mhm.
Latino,
hmm
and I was very surprised
Mhm.
by how she could relate with me, how she understood me,
Mhm.
how she understood my situation. It was very, very. It was also very eye opening for me, and it helped me because it wasn't another guy who was telling me things.
Mhm.
Because we always try to look for similar like thinking people to get that validation, right?
Right.
But when you get that understanding from a different, from the opposite sex, for me at least, who showed me that, hey, listen, you're right in A, B, and C, but you need to change X, Y, and Z about
Mhm.
yourself
Mhm.
because of these, things that you're doing and these behaviors, it's
Mhm.
causing you, you're in disruption A, B, and C kind of situation. You know what I mean? I don't want to get too much into like my personal stuff, but like, but that's something that made me really realize,
hmm
that therapy is good. It's not a
Yeah.
bad thing. You should,
Yeah.
and it doesn't mean like you.
Yeah.
Anybody who's struggling out there, please, talk to therapists. It's
Uh-huh.
amazing. Just because you don't like the first one doesn't mean the whole entire thing is bad. You can find someone that you connect with, and
Right.
I think like maybe that's something. But at least like think about it, right?
hmm
Even if you hadn't gone through that, you actually discovered something about yourself. That little like
Mhm.
interaction.
Yeah, it did.
Do you think you'd ever go back? Like you would try something different? Like you think now, or you don't think you should? You think,
Sometimes I don't know. I just don't want help anymore.
Mm,
I feel like I'm good the way I am.
okay,
And
okay.
I feel like my music gonna change if I actually get help.
Oh, okay, okay.
I don't know how to make it make sense.
No, it does make sense. I think
Yeah.
like maybe you didn't really need that big
hmm
session. You just needed that little like push.
Maybe. And that matter of fact, that ADHD track, like I'm dissing the whole pharmaceuticals.
Yeah,
I'm talking about like, bitch, I ain't got no ADHD.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I can't focus because you making me focus on the things that I don't like.
mm-hmm.
Give me some time to make music. I'm focused for like 8 hours. Like I'm good. I can do stuff like when I guess that's ADHD too, because you get hyper fixated.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm talking about in the song. Like, it's not, I don't have ADHD.
Mhm.
You just have a system that's robotic,
Mhm.
and I cannot play in that. Is the message in the song?
Okay,
Yes.
but overall, like I think the way I see it is also it was a little bit of a catalyst for you to be.
It totally is.
Yeah, it was a big catalyst for you.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't even have. I was like, I was going to ask you like, why the weird like all dumb have dream? Like, it doesn't. The thing didn't make sense, but
Yeah.
now it makes sense.
Yes.
ADHD.
Yeah. It's just I have a dream, and I'm chasing that. There's no blueprint for how to chase a dream.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not doing well in the structural society, but I'm doing good in what I do,
Yeah.
and that's my fight against
Mhm.
whatever ADHD they got.
Yeah. But like I said, like every one of your songs has a story.
Yes.
But the other one was obviously Mama Told Me. So
Oh yeah.
in that song, you were like everybody told you something that you couldn't do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh, yeah.
tell me about that. Like, what made you want to write that song?
Okay, that track is crazy. So if you so you've heard the song, right?
Mm-hmm.
Half of the song is in English,
Yeah.
and the second half is on
Nepali,
Nepali, right? So when Prostan was in Cocoon, Prostan needed bigger validation.
Mm.
So I was like, म चाहिँ हलिउड जाने हो ब्रो, ग्रामी लिएर आउने हो, इङ्ग्लिस गीत मात्र लेख्ने हो, त्यो खाले एटिट्युडमा थियो क्या मलाई हुन्छ नि। आई वाज डुइङ लाइक घरमा बसेर तर लाइक सो केही पनि फिडब्याक ल्याएको छैन बाहिरबाट, जस्ट आइसोलेटेड एज फक, एन्ड आम जस्ट मेकिङ इङ्ग्लिसमा सङ्ग्सहरू, आई वाज डुइङ इट
Yeah.
होइन। एन्ड देन आई वेन्ट इन्टु दिस बिग आइडेन्टिटी क्राइसिस क्या, लाइक म के हो लाइक म न यतापट्टि कनेक्ट हुन सकेको छ, न नेपालमा कनेक्ट हुन सकेको छ, लाइक who the fuck am I really, like what the fuck भइरहेको छ होइन। Can I curse in here? Yeah, okay. So I was like tripping my balls out होइन। अनि त्यो गीत found me होइन। I started writing song as I was doing in English होइन, like इङ्ग्लिसमै लेखिरहेको थियो, like my feelings and whatnot. अनि second verse मा चाहिँ something in me tapped into मम्मीको soul क्या, like मम्मीको पर्सपेक्टिभमा चाहिँ कस्तो भइरहेको छ, like I've not been back home, no वर्ष भयो, like I've not been back to Nepal होइन। मम्मीको एङ्गलबाट लेख्नु पऱ्यो भने मैले I started writing that song मम्मीकै ल्याङ्ग्वेजमा नेपालीमै लेख्न थालेँ होइन। अनि त्यसले चाहिँ मैले like I found this connecting dot क्या, that was missing. So म यताको पनि होइन, म यताको पनि भएको छैन 9 वर्षदेखि, म्याटर अफ फ्याक्ट 7 वर्ष थियो त्यो बेलामा चाहिँ, 2 वर्ष अगाडिको गीत हो त्यो होइन। न यताको न उताको। सो हु एम आई रियली भन्दा चाहिँ आई गेस आम द ब्रिज। आई फाउन्ड दिस, अब चाहिँ आई फाउन्ड पर्पज क्या, लागि हुन्छ नि के त, लाइक मैले वाइ डु आई मेक म्युजिक, कसको लागि बनाउनेको एन्सर मैले पाउनु थालेँ क्या त त्यो ट्र्याकबाट होइन। त्यो ट्र्याक मैले इपीको लास्टमा हालेको छु, रिमेम्बर होइन। किन लास्टमा हालेँ भने द्याट इज द इन्ट्रो फर एल्बम, एन्ड एल्बमको नाम द ब्रिज हो क्या त।
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So it's like kind of like you have a story, because like I feel like every part of your song has a story, it flows, and then like you kind of like, since now you're telling me that's the part of the song that's a bridge.
Yes.
For your next album, it'll
Yes.
bridge into that.
Yes.
Which is interesting. You have a structure. So from the last time, like when you were Prostan,
Right.
you were trying to figure out that structure. Like you didn't have a structure, right?
No, I did not have any plans.
You were like, okay, maybe this is what, maybe that will work.
No, I was making songs that I thought like they would like.
Yeah.
You know, I was. That was another reason I had to take a break, because I was not pleasing myself. Like all these songs were. I don't even listen to anybody but me nowadays. I'm dead ass.
Yeah.
Right. And at that time, like it was not like that. Like I was trying to impress crowds. Like
other people.
All my bars, all my flows, and all that. Like I would write it in this way that I think they would like me. Feel me? And this album, like there's one song called Wah Wah, where I talk about. I forgot the bar. I'll get back to that.
Yeah.
But anyway, in this album, it's like me allowing myself to do whatever the fuck I want to. No creative boundaries. No impressing anybody. Just being me, raw and authentic. Like I used to write my bars. I used to write in paper, right? I have like at least like half the song in this EP is just me and Mike, straight up, like off
Just
the top.
going at it.
Off the top, yes. And allowing it to happen.
The flowing, just
flow.
just because of what you're feeling.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it was making you feel good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're sounding good to me, that's it. That's where you listen.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Absolutely. And there was one song that was supposed I forgot the name of it, but the verse was, it was supposed to be a different song.
Oh yeah, that's the track I was talking about.
That is a track, right?
Yeah.
That is a track. That's why I was remembering. It's just very similar. You said you had a different flow, a different song, or something completely different. That's how you start the song, right?
Yeah.
And then you're like, but it got corrupted.
It got
And now I'm curious, like, how was that song? Because like that's actually, for me, it's like, oh, okay. So that means you had to redo the entire song. But then the corrupted song was like, the way you made it sound was, that is going to be the best song of the century kind of thing for you, right?
To me, yeah, I thought that was the breakthrough moment for me, because I was like mind blown. You feel me? Like, you know that feeling of ecstasy when you write like,
Just like, I know this is going to be good.
Yeah.
While feeling, right?
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But when you found out it was corrupted, like, what was that thought process? Like what happened? Like what actually happened?
That got me. That taught me. Okay, I had a breakup around that time,
Okay.
and I had big attachment issue, right? Like I was
Yeah.
attached to this girl, this music, the same way, right? And then that shit was gone. Both of it was gone.
Oh wow. Oh damn.
And I had so there's two story on that part. Like it's gonna get too long if I try to explain it.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
probably explain you off camera.
But
But
I mean,
there's-
you can explain it. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I mean, go ahead. You have.
okay, all right. So that's my 먼저. ठिक bro. मेरो EP हो. जस्तो बनाउनु मन छ त्यस्तै बनाइन्छ bro.
Yeah.
रहेछ हैन?
Yeah.
Now imagine this. EP चाहिँ मेरो लाइफ हो रे.
Uh-huh.
ठिक छ नि त ब्रो. मेरै लाइफ हो. जस्तो बनाउनु मन छ त्यस्तै बनाइन्छ हैन? अनि hold on man, I have to listen. I keep I don't write my songs. I just go and talk it on mic. So मलाई नै याद हुँदैन कि मेरो गीतहरु.
Oh wow, really? So that's how you just go there with the flow and you just like
No, that whole spit, that's one take.
wow.
One take.
So that song is just one take.
I know.
I mean, like I mean
It's
to say like that verse, like the thought process that you had.
Right. So that's my भन्ने त. Sushant bro. जस्तो बनाउनु मन छ त्यस्तै बनाइन्छ. हैन? I thought it was mine, हैन? But God had a different plan. हैन?
Yeah.
हैन? त्यो भने I thought she was mine, but God had a different plan.
Yeah.
त्यो words, त्यो melody सबै गयो क्या bro. हैन? त्यो words, त्यो melody सबै गयो क्या bro, हैन?
Yeah.
तर बालै छैन bro. किन थाहा छ? I go wah wah.
Yeah.
हैन? So एउटा चाहिँ comical side मा गएर चाहिँ भाले I go wah wah. I do what the fuck I want to.
Yeah.
अर्को चाहिँ I go wah wah. I've cried enough. I've grieved enough. ठिक छ नि bro, गयो अब.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that's my double storyline.
No. That's actually really interesting because it's kind of like people who get it, people who know you, or people who get it will be like, okay, he is. This is his way of dealing with a breakup or some. But then also at the same time, it's like you don't really care. I'm gonna go do what I need to do.
Right.
It's kind of like it's a good message to showcase that you're
Right.
saying that you have to move forward.
Not totally.
Yeah.
गीतमा पनि लाइफमा पनि
Yeah.
हैन? Like
Is it for like everyone to listen to this, like to follow the same path as you did, like not listen to everyone after a breakup or something?
I'm sorry, I didn't get your question.
Like what were you trying to say? Like
Play the geet ko थियो नि, like,
I think in the song, I don't think you've heard it, right?
No.
In the song that the entire album is him expressing himself.
oh,
It's not about like you should do this or telling other people.
okay.
Like his entire like you know how Eminem was?
Yeah.
Eminem is more about like he spoke about himself, right?
Yeah, he speaks about.
He speaks a lot about himself
Yeah.
and and that's something that I really like enjoyed with Prashant because that's what he did. Like he always had that flow.
Okay.
Like it was when I first listened to him too. Like he always had that flow, but you know everybody grows up, and I'm glad that he's Proskii now. He's the mature version of like what you know of Prashant. Like it's at this point in time, like you know his music has matured. You know, and one of the things, the biggest difference is I know you started with Garota because that was also I think was I like that song because it has a way to connect to a lot of people.
Right.
Your lyrics in that one was it hit so many different points because life was very different back then, right? Before 2020.
Guess this and
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
So life was very different back then, and you know, it was a struggle to be an international student. I saw that,
Yes.
right? And you really like showcase that, and it really connected a lot of people, and it also made me understand like what is people going through. And again, when you're rapping, the part where you go really fast.
Well, I now then. Like fuck trap money, baby.
Yeah, exactly. That one. That one, I was like, wow. That's where I was like, this is like, for me personally, I was like, this dude has a way to control his flow, right? And in this album, I've seen you go with multiple different flows. Like you've kind of like evolved.
We
Right?
all do.
Yeah, and it's a good thing too because when, and you know me, like I'm like the more the old school, like Jay-Z, like Eminem, you know, Biggie Small, Tupac, you know, that's the type of rap music that, you know, I grew up listening to.
Right.
Run DMC, you know, so those are the guys, you know, their flow, or Ice Cube, like, you know, they had a flow,
Right.
but they also had a story. They were very articulated, you know?
Yeah.
And then like, you know, then something happened to rap and mumble rap came and all that stuff, like, you know, that came out, and finally I feel like it's going back maybe a little bit, like, you know, rapping itself. I never really got into Nepali rap.
For
You
real?
know, I never connected with it. Let me put it that way. Not saying I don't like it. I never connected with it. But I always enjoyed listening to your rap songs.
Oh, for real?
No, I'm serious. I'm not even like, cause like, because I would, I always like, let me listen to a song because like, I feel like especially I listen to music when I'm always driving. Well, I never listen to songs when I'm at home. I don't know. I always like listening to songs when I'm driving. It's just
That's how it works.
that's how it is. It's always been like that. It's just what it is. And I followed your album in Google Music. It's in Google Music, so everybody wants to listen, go and look on music. If you're subscribed to it, you can listen to all the songs. And I really like listen. And I listened to it when you released it. I listened to all of it. I was like, all right, you know what? I want to give myself a break, and I want to listen to it before our podcast, so that way it's like fresh in my mind.
Now, big respect to you. Like, I mean, I'm glad you
listen
to the.
Yeah, I mean,
Right,
we are here like having a conversation, and this podcast is, again, this is not like me trying to promote you or anything. This is me trying to let the people know who you are, because when people can connect with who you are, the music will automatically follow, because people will know the kind of music you're making. And for me, your music was a lot of storytelling. It's a lot of storytelling, and that is something. And then that's the the foundation of it. But your flow, you gone from like jazz to like old school hip hop to like Eminem style fast rap, and then you've also kind of like slowed it down a lot. Kind of make, I don't know, like I don't know what I forget the word, but you slowed it down, but you also made it fun.
Yes.
And that's really good, because there's a song in there for everybody that can listen to. You know what I mean?
That's right.
And that's what I feel. So.
That's right. Yeah. I had this realization one day. You feel me? Like, I used to, as I told you earlier, like I used to write songs to like to try to impress them. Other people.
Other people. Yeah.
I had this deep need for validation. Is what it is. And it's pressure when you try to impress everybody. You feel me? When you're looking for that validation, like you always have to give you 100. You feel me? Like, and I was making songs with, it's like almost to the point like somebody putting a gun in my head. Like, nah, always pressurized. And one day I just had this moment of realizing, if I'm doing this music shit for a good amount of time, then I gotta learn to have fun with it. So some of the tracks in the album, it's just me having fun with time and space. Yes.
No, it's absolutely true. I think you should enjoy
Yeah.
yourself,
Yeah.
whatever you do.
Yeah.
I mean, even this podcast, it was, you know how long I've been wanting to do a podcast. I'm just glad that, Mike came, because,
Oh yeah.
because he's the more the technical guy in the back end. I can talk for days. You know me.
Yeah.
I can talk.
Yeah, you can literally talk.
I can literally talk for days. Like I remember like how we used to be in the dining room, and we just like have conversations till like 2-3 o'clock in the morning back in the day.
We're like what, 19, 20?
19, yeah. It was David Sheesh and all,
David
and
Sheesh.
this
Big
and
shout out to
Vicky,
dude.
big
Oh.
and Sharos was there too.
Saros. Yeah.
It was good times, like simpler times.
Oh wow.
Way simpler times,
Wow.
innocent times.
Yeah. It was, the pool was fun.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
pool
well,
was still there,
yeah.
So, but I'm selling the house though.
You sold the house?
I'm going to sell it.
Oh,
I'm
for
selling
real?
it. Yeah, I just feel like it's just too much.
Daniel Dale.
Daniel
it is.
it is.
Oh, yeah.
But it's good times. I met a lot of like guys over there who, one was you, and now you're doing your music. I remember meeting Bicky. He met his wife there. He's working.
Yeah.
Sharos, same thing. So a lot of good people have come and gone in that house. That house was really good. I met a lot of good people. Even though like we don't really like talk on a daily basis, the one good thing is, I feel like when you have one thing I've learned is, you don't always have to talk with someone every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like a good connection is where we can pick up where you left off.
Not totally.
Right?
Yeah.
Like we haven't talked for like maybe the last 2-3 years.
We have
And then you
not.
saw the podcast. You're like, it was very easy to just communicate, get back on track, have a conversation.
Yeah.
Boom, we're back where it was.
Yeah.
We have no like, oh, you didn't talk to me for the past 3-4 years. Who the hell are you?
Nah.
Like, there's nothing like that. Those are type of relationships or like friends. I think people should have.
Yes.
There's no like you said, right? Validation. Like you always want to show people you have tons of friends, or you're always hanging out with someone, or you're always doing something the weekend, or going out drinking, or throwing money. Like
Crazy.
So it's crazy, right? Like that. I think social media, in a way, kind of like hurts us in that way. It's a good thing,
Yeah.
when you're trying to put your talent out there, who you are, and what you're trying to do. But if you're trying to make it a lifestyle,
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
that's where it sucks.
Now I found this newfound trick. Just be you.
Yeah.
And you don't have to pretend to be anything but you. And you don't have to worry about how you talking, speaking, how you sounding to the world. Like it's easy when you just be you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I figured, and I try to imply that
Mm-hmm.
nowadays.
It's hard. It's
Mhm.
not hard. It's not easy. It's hard.
No, it is totally hard to be yourself.
It's very hard because there will be people who will try to put you down,
Yeah,
who will
always.
question you, who will challenge you the way you think, and I think it's a constant, battle.
Yeah.
For you to it's me who I am. Even the same thing with the podcast too. Like when we started this podcast, one of the things I said is I don't want any big celebrities on here.
Mm-hmm.
In the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to make this more about the community, people who want to grow,
Mm-hmm.
people who want to put themselves out there, a story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think that's very important because one of the things is there's so many stories in front of us,
Mm-hmm.
but they're all hidden,
No, totally, I get that.
right?
So you're saying you wouldn't have me after 6 months?
No.
I'm about to be
No.
big.
I mean, no, you're different. You're different because it's not like I guess what I meant to say is I don't want to have someone so popular in this just to put a statement, and then the bar is so high. It's just then I can't do the thing that I'm going to enjoy.
Right. Now you
You know what I mean?
I'm messing with you.
Yeah, I know. But 6 months, hopefully 3 months, not 6 months. But no, I think I like how you're going with your music because you are doing it for yourself.
Yes.
That's a number. You should be your biggest fan.
Well, I'm obsessed with myself.
Yeah.
My soul, that intro track I had for me, the whole track is me. Really.
Yeah.
I've said Proskii 49 times in that song.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
And-
it's fun.
Yeah, it's super fun. Like, I mean, I always struggled with self-love, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I skipped that part. I went from pretty much hard to love myself to being obsessed with myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, Proskii, y'all better listen to my name with a spelling as well. You go like Prosk, like that. It's. I just wanted to be me there, feel me, totally 100% me. And another thing is it's my intro track, so y'all better know my name because people still confuse me with Prostan. Some people call me Proskii as well. I mean, nah, Proskii 49 times.
No, that's actually pretty good marketing too.
No, it is. Yeah, and Gabi Watson, it's working. This track might be the breakthrough for me. I mean, it's taking off on TikTok.
No, I mean I'm looking at all your reels,
Mm-hmm.
all your TikTok videos.
Mm-hmm.
How you are kind of putting everything together.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Oof.
Need some water?
I think so.
I'll drink some water too.
If there's no water, there's no water. Don't worry
There's
about it.
no-
I should have done that.
Panlyonbon.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Ugh. Sorry, guys. Happens, but this is how we reel. But use some natural water. I mean, we know when you're talking about your music, especially the marketing aspect of it.
Mhm.
I think that angle is also very, very, very it's very different.
Mhm.
It's new
Mhm.
because you are using that same song
Mm-hmm.
in multiple different situations,
Mm-hmm.
and you want people to know who you are.
Yes.
I think that's genius because you're going to
Yeah.
say it so much to the point, even if people find it irritating, they will know
They will know.
who you are.
That was the plan.
And
That's the one.
that's very, very
I feel like I
genius.
have one of the dopest intro in the history of Nipley's album.
Yeah.
My
I think
own
so.
name as a song.
I think it is because not many people want to do that, A lot of
Yeah.
people have that, oh, should I do it or should I not?
Yeah.
They're always calculating and doing something. I think if you just do what you want to do,
Mm-hmm.
and if you are confident,
Mhm.
if you back yourself up,
Mhm.
I think that will eventually
Mhm.
blow up.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things is you're working hard,
Mhm.
clearly, right? I think one of the things in our community,
Mhm.
right,
Mhm.
the flaw,
Mhm.
they think you'll have instant success.
Mhm.
The moment you launch a song,
Mhm.
you do something at work, you make a good decision, you worked hard one day,
Mhm.
and don't work hard the next day.
Mhm.
They say because you worked hard that one day, life is going to change for you. Doesn't work that way.
Does not happen overnight. I
Does
mean,
not-
if it does, then that's a curse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know people, personally, I know people who got that fame
Mm-hmm.
and they couldn't handle it.
So, like, this is your third album? Oh,
No, this is my debut EP. So I've
Debut
released
EP, okay.
multiple singles,
okay.
but this is a project.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, let's hear about it more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We're talking about the EP.
Yeah.
We're talking
Right
about
here.
songs.
The name of the EP is Parental Advisory.
There is one song I wanted to ask him.
Yeah, let's.
You know which one I'm going to, right?
I don't know.
I think it's one of your songs that you kind of put out a disclaimer. This is not attacking anybody
Uh-huh.
on YouTube. It was like it was way before.
Uh-huh.
I think we kind of know what the song is.
I don't know.
It's the one where hold on. Let me say the name because it's on YouTube. You put it out there.
For real.
And I was like, that's kind of like really, really, like, it was very, very, it was what is the word I want to say? So okay, I won't say the name, but
Okay.
this one.
I-
That was like, I saw that, I was like, wow.
right.
But I've obviously, going out there. I mean,
Right,
let's
right.
not we'll not get into it.
Right.
But I want to know.
Uh-huh.
What was the how did that song come about? I'm very, very curious.
Okay.
Let's without going
Uh,
too much into detail.
Okay, let's try not to go into the details. But here, okay, this is tough.
It is tough. I guess like what motivated you? Is
Okay,
it because of the lifestyle some people are living? Is it because of what you saw people were doing that just did not resonate with you?
uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Because
Right.
that's something very similar
No,
to.
it comes from like so many different angles. Like one, I've been doing good on music, right? Financially, I'm struggling out here.
Mhm.
That part I still got to sort out.
Mhm.
Right? And seeing people doing what they do,
Yeah.
maybe I was envious of that.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that was bugging me. That's one. And two, which is the real reason, is I hate the ideology of fast money
Yeah.
and how normalized it is in
Yeah.
society.
Oh yeah. On
And
another level.
yeah, and I mean there are people that has probably taken it personally. This is not personal to anybody.
Mm.
It's for the concept, like the
Exactly.
idea of the this is fucked up. At the end of the day,
Yeah,
like
it is
what's
fucked
happening is it's fucked up.
It is fucked up. Yeah. I think like
And
you know how I took that song.
mhm.
I took that song as if you were warning people.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. That's how I saw it.
And
It
at the
wasn't-
same time, I wanted to speak to their soul
exactly.
because I've talked my shit in there. I know it hurt.
Yeah.
I know it hurt. Like if you do it, I know you would feel some type of way,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
did that intentionally.
I think that was good. I think I didn't think people would just making music about it.
Mm-hmm.
I think besides you, a lot of other people had the opportunity to do that,
Uh-huh.
right? But they're probably like when you kind of swim in the same mud,
Uh-huh.
you can you can be clean and everything outside, but when you go and sleep in that mud, you're still gonna be attached to you, right?
Now at the end of the day, somebody had to talk about it.
Yeah.
Somebody had to not like, fuck it, it'd be me.
I think that was ballsy, and I think it was good.
Mhm.
I think more so from I guess not envious kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
If people think that or thought that, it's whatever.
It could be as well.
I
Like,
mean-
if I'm good financially, like I don't give a fuck who does what and how
Yeah,
much
yeah,
they
yeah.
earn. Like I'm looking at it like this way, right? So I'm out here working my ass off, fucking 14 hours a day,
Mm-hmm.
12 hours for at a gas station. I get like what, barely $12, $13 an hour at that time, right?
Yeah.
And these motherfuckers make like $80,000 a month. Like I'm
Yeah,
like, what
I
the
know.
fuck? This is not fair, bro. This is
I know.
crazy.
It's crazy, right? It's crazy, like how that happens.
and not righteous.
Yeah.
And
I think like for them, it's something. It just I guess it just evolved.
mhm,
Because back in the day when people had gas station owners or they're like
Mhm.
convenience store owners, they had those machines and
Mhm.
stuff. Let's be real.
yeah,
Like, and it's not like, it started from Nepali people. It
Mhm.
started from like Korean people, Vietnamese people.
hmm
And it just like kind of gradually went down to like then Indian people, then
Mhm.
Pakistani people, then,
Mhm.
Nepali people. And then it just evolved into a different thing,
Mhm.
overall. But I think what it was back in the day was people were humble about it.
oh man,
back
you've
in the
noticed the
day-
shift in
Oh, yeah.
our society.
It's crazy. It's absolutely like 2021 to 2025. I swear to God,
Mhm.
I was like, what the fuck is going on over here? Like the way how people think, the way how what people do. Like you have rappers that go to clubs and throw money. Like after they have a big hit single, they're making millions of dollars, right?
right.
Like those are the type of dudes that go there and throw money.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be real,
Mm-hmm.
right? You'll see rappers do
Mhm.
that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
But what I started seeing was I don't know who these dudes are, and they're throwing money like they're like rappers. I was like,
Tight
oh,
shit.
I was like, zing, like
Yeah,
like that
yeah.
is that's some crazy stuff. Like to put yourself out there like that.
Mhm.
Number one, I'm just like, and I don't even have a problem. You do what
Yeah.
you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
If everybody's doing something, whatever it is, I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
But I just feel like it would just attract. For me, it's like, okay, you're attracting like some sort of like you're trying to put a hit marker on yourself,
Pretty much.
right?
I mean,
And there's been some casualties. Let's not, without getting deep into it. I think
let's not get deep into it. But I want to tell you this. So another reason I had to let it go off of my chest is so this feeling of like what was happening in the community,
Mhm.
right? It was kind of bugging me to the point like I was
Yeah.
creatively blocked, like because that was the only thought I had. Like maybe like I don't know why I don't have answers to that, but it was bugging me the fuck out.
Yeah,
Right.
You just had to let it out.
I just had to. So if I was not letting that feeling out,
Mm.
I did not write songs for like 4 months because that was the only thing I'm thinking. Like I'm struggling out here at this point, right?
Yeah.
And then with
Interesting.
whatever's going on in the community, like I'm not even making music. Like, and when I don't make music, I don't feel right.
Yeah,
And I had to let it off. I had to let it go.
that's good.
Yes.
I mean, like, hey, listen. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, right?
Yeah, nah, totally.
Yeah, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, and I think like but that's just knowing like that exists
Mm-hmm.
is always good.
Right.
Message
Mhm.
number one,
Mhm.
because it needs to be an eye opener for some people. It needs to be like a warning sign. It needs to be like a message saying that everything like that is short term. It's
Mhm.
a quick. It's that quick fix,
Mm-hmm.
for some people, and nothing comes quick. You gotta work
Nah.
hard, like like people. That's why I respect people who were successful even before all of that.
No, yeah, totally.
You know what I mean? Because
Totally.
that's a totally different thing, and
Totally.
those people are always different.
Yeah.
Those people are different. They make smart decisions. They understand how life is. They're more humble. They're not gonna go out there and like
Yeah.
buy like
Yeah, nah,
Lambos and all that stuff left and right, and and then something happens.
yeah, and to the people like that might have a feeling of he wrote that for us
Mhm.
type of way. Nah, I mean I have my homeboys like people that I fuck with. They do it too.
Yeah,
Like I'm not super proud of them, but I mean,
yeah. It's okay.
but at the end of the day,
Can't do it. People gonna do what
it's
they're
just
gonna
something
do.
I had to let go.
Yeah, I think like ultimately you did something that was hurting your creative mind.
totally. That is
was a
the
roadblock,
main
and-
reason.
And you
Yes.
turned it, and the good thing is you expressed it in a very you expressed it in a way where it also like helped you, like you made a
Mhm.
song out of it,
I did. Yes.
yeah, and
Yeah.
a creative way.
hmm
And I think overall that is that has a lot to say about who you are as a person.
hmm
You can take what you feel,
Yeah.
and you can turn it into music.
Yes.
And I feel like everything happens for a reason.
hmm
So just because of the fact that you felt something, you wrote a music,
Mhm.
it makes it easier for you to write more songs depending on how you feel, what's going through your mind, being creative the way that you are.
Yes.
You know,
Mhm.
and yeah, I mean, I want kind of personally wanted to talk to you about that one,
Okay.
and but without getting deep into it, and
Yeah, I think we've had enough of this.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, going back to what does your next journey look like? So you have your OP out,
Mm-hmm.
your songs are out,
Mm-hmm.
you're doing the marketing,
Mm-hmm.
Proskii everywhere, Proskii with double I and one big O, right? Getting
Yeah.
into that.
Hell yeah.
What is it that you're like trying to do with your next step? What is that bridge for you in your mind? Just
in my mind,
rough draft.
so for like at least for like next 4 months, I'll do nothing but like, I mean, I've cooked enough. Now it's the time to serve,
Yeah.
right? I'll annoy y'all. Like I'll be out there on your face. Like I mean, if you're sleeping on my song, I go wham wham on your ear. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure you listen to my tracks. So that's the plan. Like I'll just keep on marketing for 4 or 5 months. I don't know how long it takes. And after that, while I'm marketing, like on the side, like I'll be building the Briz, which is the album.
That's good.
And the plan is to drop it. I don't want to give no times or dates. Like honestly, I don't have a time or date. If it happens this year, that'd be great. If not, then next year is.
I have an interesting question to ask you.
Yeah.
You're an artist, right?
Uh-huh.
And then this is because I remember like this singer Arthur Gunn. Do you remember?
Oh yeah,
him?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
He went to American Idol and
Yeah,
he
yeah.
like performed.
Yeah.
Do you have any like let's say interest in doing something very similar to that?
You know, I did one time.
Really?
It got fucked up. Like, okay, I'm gonna tell you the story. So I went to back in maybe 2020, 2021,
Okay.
19. I don't know. Like
when you were Prostan.
when I was Prostan,
Uh-huh.
Prostan was like, I'm gonna go to America's Got Talent. Like I got the talent. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I fill out whatever I had to do. So I went to the venue for audition, right?
Mhm.
And there's lyrics.
Oh,
to
you
it.
actually went there.
I went there.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah. America's Got Talent.
Okay.
And it, so how it happens, like you don't get to see the big dudes, like you don't get
Yeah.
to there's layers to it, like you have to go through multiple rounds before you get selected to go to TV
the TV
to
part.
air out. So on the first round, I was like prepared for it, like I'm finna sing this song, like this song's on dope, like I'm finna get it, like I'm giving my 100% right. I went there, it was one of the tracks, like all my tracks for some reason I have cuss words in it, like not all of them but mostly because I let it out.
Yeah,
I don't hold back. So I was doing my thing. I was spitting, right? And that guy over there, like the first dude I saw, he saw me. He was like, no cuss word. And I'm like, damn, for real? Okay, I'm gonna try without the cuss word, right? And then my confidence is gone. Like I could not spit the way I thought I would because
They didn't let you know that you couldn't do like,
No.
Okay, just
I mean they probably did, but my dumbass probably skipped that part. Like I had to read somewhere.
okay.
Maybe I skipped that. But yeah, I did not know that you cannot cuss. I mean,
Yeah.
no brainer. Like you cannot cuss on TV. Like
Yeah,
I should have
that's true.
planned
That's
that.
true. Yeah. Well, at least would you go back and do it again?
I don't know.
I think you should.
Maybe.
I think you should keep trying.
You know what
until-
happened? Like, yeah. I mean, I never fit into that idea of me going back again because I don't know. I got embarrassed or something. Like I did
No,
try one time,
No,
but
I think like it's a journey, right? Like you,
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
see everything when you do something the first time, you learn something, right?
totally. Yeah.
So now we're talking about this. You learn that oh crap, I can't curse over there,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So you should at least go back and try. I think you should try. I think you should try until you get to like on TV, because I think it
No,
will
that's
do
right.
you
I mean,
world.
that's-
It'll do you a world of good.
I mean, we've seen the live example of the best.
yeah.
Arthur Gunn doing
Yeah.
it. That's crazy. That would be crazy. Like I might as well.
And he likes country music, which I'm like, what country music for
Yeah,
me,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Which is kind of crazy. You said you like country music too.
Me? Oh yeah.
How you
Totally.
go from like hip hop
Hip-
cursing to like song whole country music? Is it because of emotions?
I don't know. It's something about. So I listen to old ass country music.
Yeah, you're
Like-
you're the third Nepali person in this show,
Mm-hmm.
and what was actually no second Nepali person in the cash, right? They somehow like country music too, and
Yeah.
Richa likes country music, and
Richa.
then you're like the second Nepali person that likes country music.
Yeah, I mean, I listen to like a whole lot of like music, made in like 80s and 70s and
Mhm.
whatnot. Like I go big on Johnny Cash.
Okay.
Frank Sinatra, Ray Charles. Like these are my jam.
Okay,
like,
okay.
yeah.
That Frank Sinatra and all, I
Mhm.
can understand that.
Mhm.
You know, that because I mean Frank Sinatra's Frank
Mhm.
Sinatra. You can't. You know,
Nah.
that guy's like
guy's
a
the
legend,
guy.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Even like what Seth MacFarlane from Family Guy, he's a big Frank Sinatra like
Oh, for real.
fan. Yeah, his songs, like if you ever look at some of the songs that he does in his, it's an anime,
Mhm.
not anime, sorry, cartoon. Family Guy.
The Family Guy.
Yeah, he has a lot of like Frank Sinatra type of songs. He's a huge fan, Seth MacFarlane.
For real.
But that's how big he is, right?
Yeah.
You know, like even in a show that's like kind of messed up.
Mhm.
Frank
Now,
Sinatra.
you know how I got into it? So I used to drive for Uber, right? And I need something to feed my mind when I'm driving. Like, I cannot focus.
Mm-hmm.
So music was it. So I started exploring some. The reason I got into it is to look for samples. Is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to hear some, old ass music. Try to get some sample. Make something out of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I went in this another rabbit hole, like of this whole newfound sound. And then I just kept on digging. And what happened is, every time I'm listening to these type of tracks, I see the passenger be happy. Like, I'm jamming, they jamming, like, I get more tips.
Yeah.
And for the tips, I started listening to more. Like,
More,
feel me? and then I started liking it.
okay. You saw he was helping you get more tips, and then all of a sudden, like, but you kind of have a little bit of that like flow in your songs too.
Oh, yeah. That's how you feel?
Yeah.
Maybe the influence. A little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, because like even the beat.
Mhm.
So I have to ask you, the beat, the guy who made your beat, did you make it yourself or who made it for you?
No, I cannot make beats for shit.
Yeah, but like whoever made your beat, oh my god,
Yeah. Now I have this.
he is really good.
Yeah, I have this friend from Germany.
Really?
Yeah, he does all the beats for me.
Germany, like
Not
Nepali?
all of them, and not Nepali. Like this other Nepali rapper linked me up with the dude, and
Germany.
now him and I have been working from last
His
2 years.
beats, the beats in your songs
Yeah,
are dope.
the slap.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
it's dope.
Hell yeah.
Like I feel like that is what makes you stand out
Mm-hmm.
from every other like rapper that I've like Nepali rapper I've seen. That your beat
Yeah.
is definitely like very very different.
Right.
And
yeah.
I feel like like most Nepali people we may not understand it because Nepali people are like the like they're always like they
What
have
does that
that
even mean?
and like they have like a certain like orke like they have a different way like different beat, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because if you compare it, they try to go too hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I
no,
feel
I'm-
like they try to go too hard.
Too hard, huh?
And I feel like yours just kind of like flows. The beat flows.
It does.
It flows with the music. Because every other like rapper that I've listened to, I give it a listen. It's not like I don't listen.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't vibe with it.
For real?
Yeah, I don't vibe
You
with it.
like my beats?
I do. That's what I'm saying. Like your beats, like first is your flow.
Well, big shout outs to Max. Your beat is amazing.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
I mean, like, seriously, like, first of all, your flow is good, right?
Thank
You
you.
have a different flow. You can change your flow. You've kind of like evolved in that way.
Mm-hmm.
But the way you rap also requires a beat, a distinctive beat.
Mm-hmm.
To kind of like, make your rap stand out even more.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that guy who made your beats,
Yeah.
kind of like understood the assignment.
Yeah.
And it just flowed so well with your lyrics and the way
Yeah.
how you're rapping and not rapping all the time. At some points you're also talking,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
you're also talking
Yeah, I'm
too.
talking. Yeah.
Yeah, in your songs you're talking like
Uh-huh.
and that's for me was like, all right, the guy who made your beats, like who is he? I was very curious.
Yeah. Shout out to Max,
Max, he's from Germany.
Germany.
That's why I said, like, I told you that you remind me of an artist that I ended up listening to. His name is Connor. I forgot his last name.
Connor, that one dude who blew up on TikTok.
I think he blew up on TikTok. I have his. He's
I
a rapper. He's a white rapper, but he doesn't curse.
I feel like I know that trendsetter.
Yeah,
something like that. He
I think so. I forgot. It's been a while. I haven't listened to him,
Mhm.
but I'll tell you one of his songs. And this guy, like, when he made his songs, he was so like first of all, he doesn't curse, right, in his
For
songs
real?
because he just. But his flow, like when you sang a couple of your songs, it reminded me of him.
For real.
And one of the things that he used
Minus
to do,
the cuss.
minus the curse, yeah, minus the curse. One of the things he used to do is just to gain some popularity or whatever it was,
Uh-huh.
he would just spin a globe
Oh yeah, I know exactly the dude you're talking about.
And he would be like, boom, and he'll be like, I'm going to rap with someone from this, a rapper from
oh
this
my
country.
God. Yeah.
And he would be like, he would do EDM style rap.
Yeah.
He would do like, like fast track rap or slow jazz type rap. Like he had different types of rap. He collabed with a rapper from Germany, Sudan,
From India as well.
from India as
There's
well.
this kid from India, right? Like he was just starting to pop out on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
So one of these days, like the globe landed on India. I mean,
India.
India is big.
Yeah, it is. A lot
So,
of people.
Yeah. So he landed on India, right? So he started researching recent rappers on India. So
Mm-hmm.
this dude, like he's probably, I don't know for sure, but he's not even 15 for sure.
Yeah.
He's Punjabi,
Mm.
right? So him and I made not me, him and that
The guy-
dude.
That dude, yeah.
Mhm.
I'm
They
forgetting
made a
his name.
song.
Yeah.
Now that dude is super big in Punjab.
It's crazy, right? Like
Yeah.
how like it's crazy how like I like how when people who are talented
Uh-huh.
will collab with people, work with each other, help each other grow.
Yes.
That, and I think this came from Mr. Beast. I remember seeing Mr. Beast, like when he was growing, he's like, everybody's always out there competing with each other, but
Yeah.
nobody wants to grow. Like if I have 3 people, like he says, he gave an example. If there's 3 people in the world and you guys are competing with each other, all 3 of you are not going to grow.
Mhm.
If there's something good that you're doing, there's something different that the other person's doing, but he's good at it, and then the third person doing is completely different from the first 2 people.
Mhm.
How about you guys share those ideas and grow together?
Not totally.
Yeah. Same thing like when you coming over here in this podcast,
Mhm.
we were talking about it, but at the same time, it's kind of like helping each other grow in a certain way.
That's
You know,
right.
if it's
That's
through like constructive criticism, if it's through like maybe some advice or whatever it is, that is something that I feel like a lot of people, even in our community, kind of lacks
Mhm.
in general.
The collaboration
The
approach.
collaboration
Yeah.
approach, I feel
Mhm.
like it's not as predominant
Mm.
because that rapper, like think about like the kid in Punjab, like he changed his life.
Oh, not totally. Yeah.
He changed his life, and he didn't
Yeah.
even have to do that.
Yeah.
He didn't.
He
have
didn't
to
have
do-
to,
He didn't
not
have
totally.
to do that.
Yeah.
But he's like, I landed in India, found someone, and he just blew
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, I feel
You
like
know?
Connor really cracked the game up.
Yeah,
Cause people don't go out there on TikTok.
Connor
Start-
Price.
Connor Price,
Yes.
I was like Connor Prince or something.
Yeah, that's why
But, yeah.
I know it's Connor, but
Yeah, here's what I was telling you. I feel like the dude cracked the code. On TikTok and Reels, like people don't want to go there seeing this. Hey, I got this new mixtape coming out. Like you don't want that. Like you want fun. You want entertainment.
exactly.
So he made it fun. Like cause he spins the globe. So people are curious, like where it lands
Yeah.
and how that dude is gonna deliver. Like all that. Like
exactly.
he made it super
fun. It was fun to
like,
watch
Yeah,
because that's the way I got into his song.
totally.
Because like I didn't search on his song. I was literally randomly
Yeah.
going through TikTok.
Mhm.
And he's like, "Hey guys, we're gonna make a rap. Oh, you land over here. Let's
Uh-huh.
do this." And click.
Uh-huh.
He's like, making those fun like videos, talking
Right.
to himself.
Right.
Like he's pretending to be the sound, the lyricist, and then he's pretending to walk in. He's like, "What do you want me to rap?
Right.
What about the other guy? Like,
Yeah.
what's other guy? Oh, the
Yeah.
guy from like Sudan or some guy from India."
Right.
And then you have a video of him rapping, and
Right.
then like you hear like 20 seconds of that song flows so good. You're like, "Damn, I want to listen to this song." Like,
Totally.
and then I started listening to him, and I'm just waiting for more songs. And then he's doing concerts and stuff like that now.
Oh yeah, I mean he's big.
He's big.
He's big.
He started with like maybe like by the time I like saw him, he had like I don't know like 500-600K subs.
Yeah.
And then like he's in the millions.
In the millions. Yeah.
In
He better be.
millions.
I mean, at the same time, what really works for the dude is he got songs that slaps as well.
Yeah.
He can back that up with
Yeah.
the songs.
Yeah.
He's genius marketing
Yeah.
guy. And
I saw one of his interviews. You know what whose idea that was?
who's?
His wife's.
There you go.
Isn't that crazy?
That is beautiful.
Yeah. Like she believed in his thing and she just like said I would do this.
Yeah.
She was telling him the way you're marketing your music is wrong. You
Dang.
need to go a different route.
The
And
girls
then-
gotta better be coming up with some marketing plan for me.
I mean, like, listen. That's the whole point about being able to collab with each other, right?
Yeah,
And
right.
being able to. I was actually telling Mike, and I wanted to actually talk to you as well. I was like, obviously, the way we support, it's not all everything financial all the time, right?
hmm
I wanted to like ask you,
Okay.
right, to put your song out there since you have like 9 songs.
Yeah.
I wanted to see if you wanted to clip each part of your song,
Uh-huh.
and I want to make an intro into each of our episodes, so that way when people watch the episodes, the first thing will be. So one of the things, this was my idea,
Mm-hmm.
was like every song that you have,
Mm-hmm.
you clip that part,
Mm-hmm.
right, and then we would play it like at least like how many seconds? What do you decide? 30 seconds?
30 seconds.
Yeah,
30
30 seconds. So kind of like cross, like, marketing for you. And this
Right,
is something that we wanted to do. So every podcast, starting from yours
Uh-huh.
till the next like 9 or 10,
Okay.
like the part of the song that you wanted, like 30 seconds of it from each song,
Mm-hmm.
I want to use that as an intro. And
Okay.
if it helps,
Okay.
get the audience, because again, our audience is probably going to be very different from your audience, right?
Yeah.
But it's all about being able to at least showcase,
Right. Not totally.
showcase like, hey, this guy is a Nepali rapper out here who does English, who curses, who's got a story. I mean, like, music, rap is not for everybody, right? That's
No,
why
totally.
different genres and everything,
Totally.
right? But it is a good way to, like, help support each other.
No, I mean, totally. I mean, it'd be my honor to have me in your
I don't
podcast.
know, man. And listen,
Yeah.
I'm thank you for you coming on, because you've been on the YouTube
We
game
have a
for
deal.
such a long time. All right, man.
We have a
You heard it over here, guys.
We
You heard it
have a
over here.
deal.
We have a deal with 30 seconds. But
And-
I
but
want.
here's the plan. So starting from this podcast, right? It's
Aside from
gonna go
this
right.
one, yeah.
So mine gotta be solo polo.
Yeah,
Proskii gotta be there.
exactly. That,
And
I was,
the rest of them.
yeah,
you
rest
can-
of them
you can play
we'll
with it.
definitely need your help. But this one is, I wanted to. I was telling him, like, I was like, "Are you think he's going to agree with this or not?" Because I don't want to, like, then there's copyright issues and all that stuff.
No.
You know,
Yeah,
I was
totally.
like, "Do you think he'll agree?" And so I was like, 30 seconds of his song, I think it'll be good.
Yeah.
At first, we're like, okay, maybe your episode, but then I was like, no, he's got 9 songs,
Mhm.
right? Every song needs love,
Not totally.
right?
Yeah,
And that's
yeah,
how I was like, okay, you know what? Every other episode going forward,
Mhm.
there's always going to be an intro. We're going to use part of like 30 seconds. Obviously, you'll decide what songs you want, right? From the
Okay.
other ones.
Okay.
Obviously, the first one too. You tell me which one it is.
Mhm.
And I think, like, that's a little thing that we can do within, so we're growing too.
Oh my god! I used to listen to this track. Can I play music in here? Like,
You can try to play from your phone over
Play
here, but I
but
don't
I'm
know.
not. I'm thinking about the.
Actually, you can play it, right?
Yeah. You can send
I have
me
a badass intro for anybody that comes in.
Okay.
Okay.
On the
You can
EP.
play it. You can play it.
You
Here,
can play it.
I'll play that.
You
for
can put it near the speaker so everyone can hear.
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I will.
Is this
Yeah.
something that's
Like-
out there, or is this something?
It's
exclusive?
no, it's on the EP.
It's on the
it's
EP.
his third track,
Okay.
And that little sound, like, I'm not even talking. It's just music, but that music is totally an intro.
Yeah. I got you. What you mean?
Yeah.
And that's another way of doing it too. You providing the songs for, like,
Yeah.
intro and stuff like that, putting it out there. I mean, this
I'm
is the
playing
whole
to
this is the whole thing about, like, trying to
Yeah, this track is a tung tung.
tung tung. Yeah,
Tung
yeah.
Tung.
I listened to that one
It's
too.
a listen to the intro part of it.
You can put it near the mic, yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna play that again. So that's an intro in itself. Like,
Oh, yeah.
anybody
it
that
is.
walks into the studio, like, tung tung, like, feeling yeah.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
got
like,
you.
we when we do the intro and stuff like that, we have the, obviously,
Yeah,
name
yeah.
and stuff. I wanted to, like, use your song
Yeah, for sure.
into like, especially for the next 9 ones, because I feel like, every song needs some love. Put yourself out there, obviously give you the credit and stuff like that.
no,
I think that's just that's how we grow, right? We kind of help each
Yeah.
other grow in that community. And
That's
but
how
I
you
but
support.
one of the things I want to see is, like, you reach that international level and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But man, we've been talking for an hour and a half.
damn, for real?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you know what? Like, first 10 minutes, like, I was like nervous. Like,
I know. I saw you're nervous.
Yeah,
I,
what do I really do? Like, stiff
and,
as fuck.
and it's okay. It's okay to be nervous. That's what I told you, right?
Yeah,
That's why I'm
nah,
trying to, like, talk to you. But
I'm
like,
like, please don't ask me too many questions. Now I'm chill. Like, I'm super chill.
yeah. See, time flies so fast. Okay,
And
this is
and
our.
it's been 1.5 hours.
It's been 1.5 hours.
Yeah.
And we try to be real in this episode, in this podcast. We try
Yeah,
to,
so
like,
even if
laugh.
I'm nervous, like, fuck it. Like, people get
Yeah, man,
nervous.
that's what it is. It's like rapping, bro. Like,
Nah, totally.
So for you, it's like rapping.
Okay, so we have canceled the second section, news.
Well, not canceled. We've
No, not canceled.
We're
Only,
replaced-
yeah.
We
Switching.
switched it with more content with the guest, the
Yeah.
interview, and we're going to do the news section separately. So you'll see
Yeah.
videos of that on every 2-3 days on our channel.
Yeah.
It'll be strictly news, and
Yeah.
it'll just be me. You'll be seeing me.
So
My
for
beautiful
global and
face.
political,
Hi,
we are joining with facts and opinion.
Yeah, Facts and Opinions. Give a shout out to them. That's a different channel we're collaborating with. So him and me will sit down at least twice a week.
Yeah.
To be able to talk about the news aspect of it. Also, we're trying to put in a sports section,
Sports
news,
and technology section with maybe other people.
and other people, whoever
Yeah.
wants to come in. So everyone wants to come out there, comment and be like, I want to talk about sports. I want to talk about technology. I want to talk about news. You're more than welcome to. That we're open
Yeah.
for anybody.
You just need a video camera and a mic. That's it.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Yeah.
Not mic, as in that mic.
Yeah.
Like a mic.
MIC mic.
Okay.
Microphone.
Just making sure.
So
There you go.
our section 2 now is gonna be more towards trivia, games, and different kind of stuff.
Do we need to write, or is
Yeah.
something?
In this section,
Alright.
you need to write.
You're not going to do some messed up stuff questions like yesterday, right?
Oh damn.
Oh man,
Y'all came prepared.
yesterday,
That was messed up.
He asked me. It was like pick your poison
Pick
game,
your poison,
and one of the choices was so messed up for me
Okay.
personally.
For real?
Yeah, man, that thing was like, I was like, oh,
All right. So I have absolutely no clue of what's going
I
on.
have
Yeah.
no idea what's going on. So you're
So-
in the same boat, yeah.
The guest never knows what's gonna happen. Even they see episodes, it's gonna be different for every guest. We we have that questionnaire, right?
For
So
real.
So some guests may be facing trivia, some may be picking your poison and stuff like that, and some may be different kind of stuff. Like choose one among like those two.
Yeah,
But today,
Okay.
So basically, Mike is the one who like selects it,
yeah,
Okay.
and I want to put in for the record out there. He wants me to lose every time.
yeah, that's
All right. Yeah. I'm with you, Mike.
yeah. So today it's quiz
Quiz.
trivia.
Oh
Yeah.
damn! And I'm pretty sure
And
it's gonna
guess
be
what?
about rap.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
man.
there are like 8 or 10 questions. I forgot how many. I
8 or
made.
10.
Yeah. And this is music and hip hop quiz.
All right.
Okay.
So,
I'm not that well versed. I
Well,
went
me
into
too.
EDM.
so don't show your answers,
Okay.
and so I'll show the question first. Then after you have answered, both show at the same time what they have written,
Okay.
and I pick I go with the guest answers and see if it's right or wrong. Okay.
Okay.
Same like last time.
All right.
All right.
So it's a competitive. Don't show him your
I
answers.
might lose on purpose.
He every time tries to look.
on
so-
purpose.
I might lose on purpose.
The first question is.
It's my go-to line.
These are easy though. What is the real name of the artist known as Tupac?
Tupac, man.
Tupac.
Give him some
Tupac.
respect.
Isn't it Marshall Mathers?
Yeah.
Is it
right.
Christopher Wallace? It's
Christopher
Tupac Amaru Shakur, Sean Carter, or Marshall Mathers?
So do I have to talk
Just-
it out or just write it?
Just
write
write
it. Just
it.
write
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
All right.
Because
Don't-
you say it,
don't show him your
you
answer.
you won't know if I'm right or wrong. So.
Right.
And don't say like it's Marshall Mathers because he might get the hint. Then it might be
No,
it.
I know who Marshall Mathers is. I'm not that dumb. Jesus Christ.
So after you have written your answer, just tell me.
All right.
Mhm.
All right. Ready?
Yeah.
All right. One.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
Okay.
Let's throw it.
Show
One.
your
I'm ready.
show your answers. Okay. Both have written the same answer.
Imagine both of us being wrong.
Let's go with that one. Yeah, it's right.
Let's go.
I mean, like
I would probably
Tupac, like the spelling's right
You
there.
guys were talking about hip hop and you get this wrong.
Yeah, you know, right?
the whole
Fake.
hip hop community was
It's gonna be like
disqualify me.
Just, fake.
So the next question is, who is known as the king of hip hop? Jay-Z, Eminem, Tupac.
Ooh, this
And Nas.
this is actually pretty tough.
Oh shit! I know the God
Oh,
King. Maybe
king of hip hop.
this
Yeah.
is tough. Like, but I'm taking a guess. But I feel like
No, don't show now.
No?
He hasn't
Okay.
written anything. Okay.
Oh, man. Okay, king of hip hop. Okay,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm gonna go just because he would annihilate anybody when he comes to rap. But what do you do? What do you do? Alright.
I'm just.
All right, I'm going with this.
all right.
Okay, he went for Jay-Z and he went for
Eminem.
Eminem. So who do you?
Minimize it.
I mean,
So
I went with
he went
Eminem.
for
If Jay-Z's the king of
Jay-Z?
hip hop, really?
He could be.
So
I mean, I wrote Nas at first.
so
but
the
I crossed it out.
answer, let's see. It's Eminem.
Eminem.
That has to be Eminem.
No.
Every rapper is like Eminem is the GOAT.
The reason I did not choose Eminem is he has this one bar in Rap God. He said, "Why be a king when you can be a god?" And I'm like,
I mean,
thought he
he's
was
both.
God.
At this point in time, he's both.
Maybe.
He's both because
Okay.
you've had every rapper.
Mhm.
I've seen like those podcasts of rappers,
Mhm.
and they talk about Eminem,
Mhm.
and they all like he's untouchable.
Yeah, I'm sorry, hip hop community. I listen to
That's
Johnny
fine,
Cass.
it's fine.
Okay, 2-1. Sushant is winning 2-1.
Yeah,
Okay, let's go for
but
the next
Eminem is
question.
also kind of like when I was growing up. So
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
You had to. You had to
Give me some
choose that.
question about Kendrick.
yeah. I would probably.
What year did the album The Chronic by Dr. Dre released?
Oh, this I know.
Ooh, I'm confused because you decided to put all the years close to each other to confuse me.
That's the quiz.
Well, I could be overconfident, but I feel like
Don't show your answers now. Let
yeah.
him
You
write.
better not watch me. And I'm definitely wrong.
I have to take a guess on this one. The Chronic.
I'm just going with instincts.
Okay, you know
I
what?
don't know
I'm,
for sure.
I'm just going to go with this. I'm
1, 2, 3. Show your answers.
1996.
Both went for 1996. So
Oh,
I'm
wait.
gonna see.
I was confused between 94 and 96.
Okay. Let's see if you guys got it right. It's
Oh
1992.
my god,
Yes.
we're kind of off. You know
I'm
what?
a-
Why don't you go with 1985 and 1992? Like, you know, why are you going to do like a 2-year span?
It should be tough, man.
Yeah, but 2-year spans. Come on, man. That's like setting us up for failure. That's like
That is the motto.
that's like a chemistry teacher putting like 4 multiple choices, and they both have the same like what do you call the formula of the element, but just like the numbers are off.
Let's see how many you get wrong. You guys get it wrong. That's my goal. So the next question is, which artist is famous for the song Juicy? Big, Snoop Dogg,
That's your question.
Ice Cube, Drake.
Juicy.
Notorious Big, Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, Drake. Okay, guys, show your answers.
The Notorious B.I.G.
So I'm
Yep.
gonna click
Ice
that
Cube.
one. Let's see if that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Of course.
See, I did
So
not
it's
grow up
2-3.
watching, listening
But
to them.
but that's
dudes.
how he's still. That's why he's one of the best.
Yeah.
He's still. If he lived longer, he would have been like one of the
One of
best.
the
He
greatest.
would have been. He would have been. I think him and Eminem would have had a good time.
Yeah. I mean, they're big, but I ain't even heard like say 5 tracks from
B.I.G.
B.I.G.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tupac
no
and B.I.G..
disrespect, but
Yeah.
I mean, I was just not born at that time.
No, it's fine. Like that's absolutely fine. But if you ever go back and listen to him, like
yeah.
if you actually listen to him and you hear yourself rap,
Mm-hmm.
you will find. I'll 110% guarantee you'll probably find some like similarities.
For real?
I'm
I mean,
dead ass.
one thing I know, like he rhymes crazy, right? That's
Yeah.
what he's known for.
He's just his flow.
His flow.
His flow is like what it is. When you listen to him, like you'll really appreciate like your flow.
Oh shit.
I'm not lying.
I
Like
got
you have like when I tell you, it reminds me, like when you rap in your flow, it reminds me of those guys.
Mm.
Not because I'm trying to put you on the pedestal. Like I'm not trying to like get in your pants or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Why would you get in my
I'm
pants?
just saying. Like people will probably think that, but I'm telling you, like the flow. And you listen to B.I.G. You like listen to songs,
I got
and
you.
you you go back and listen to your songs. You'll be like, oh shit! Like we have not the same, but the flow.
Some kind of similarity.
Some kind of similarity. It reminds me of that. All right, next one.
Gotcha. All
Okay.
right.
The next question.
He's only beating me by 1, right?
Which city is often credited as the birthplace of hip hop? LA, Chicago, Atlanta, or New York City?
This is actually pretty confusing because there was this East Coast West Coast
Thing.
battle. East Coast had P Diddy. We don't talk about it.
No Diddy.
No Diddy, not that. An old Diddy before he went crazy. And Biggie Smalls. Then you had Tupac and everybody.
Right
else.
answer. No explanation. We
Damn.
don't need that.
Oh man.
I'm just trying to check if you know or not.
Snoop Dogg was also in
It might be LA.
I thought it was Compton.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to
yeah,
trick you guys.
That is not even the option.
Which city?
That's if you have to go really into. It has to be that.
Okay.
Los Angeles.
Yeah, that was to psych you out. I knew the answer.
Okay, I'm gonna go with his answer and see if it's right. I think it's LA though.
It has to be.
Nah.
Oh.
Ain't no way. It started in Brooklyn.
Oh
It started in Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Oh damn it!
And I say Compton.
Yeah,
just so you would choose Los Angeles.
You did. But
Now we tied.
No. Wow, you
See,
played me.
gotta hustle.
The reason why I picked that was because like a lot of the rappers like Snoop Dogg is also from LA side, from the
totally.
East Coast. That's why I knew it was either LA or New York.
I mean, but Compton is big.
It's from your hometown and you don't know.
Damn.
bro, it's 2001.
You brag about New York too much, man.
Yeah, it's a pizza, bro.
Only the pizza?
Pizza
You
and food.
didn't know hip hop was like born
And,
there.
in New York.
Okay, the next question. Who was the first female rapper to go platinum?
Oh shit!
Right.
I don't
Things
know
are
the
getting
rest of-
harder.
I don't know the rest of the three. Platinum.
So just guess it.
Salt
I think
and
you need
pepper.
to guess. I had to put one, like some hard questions so that it's not tie.
Yeah. Well,
I'm presuming it's this. Oh, could be that one too, but yeah.
I'm gonna just go with my instincts now.
Instincts can be right.
Yeah.
Ready?
Okay. You guys are ready?
Salt and pepper?
Oh, that's what I wrote.
Yep.
Just because it sounded cool.
No, actually, I think.
Let's see the answer.
Should be them.
The
Oh.
Brat.
Oh shit!
The
Look at this.
Brat.
I crossed the
I was. Oh, damn it. I know.
Some people even say salt and pepper, but if you
Salt and
check-
pepper was also popular. The
Yeah.
Brat.
I
I
never
guess
heard.
I never really listened to female rap. They were not big back in the day,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but yeah, I was between them two. I thought Salt and Pepper were bigger though.
Yeah, they were bigger, but who got the first
Wow, she
platinum?
didn't. Oh, they did get multiple platinums. It's just
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
first one.
First
yeah, you're
one,
right. You're
yeah,
right. You're
yeah.
right. You're right. I thought the Brad got it, but like I don't think she was the first because I just thought like Salt and Pepper were bigger.
Okay, next one.
All right.
Which of these producer is known for popularizing the trap sound in hip hop?
Trap sound.
Yeah,
Trap.
Lex Luger, really the wrestler?
yeah. DJ Premier, Timbaland, or Rick Rubin?
No, Timbaland is definitely not trap. Wait, trap sound?
I'm gonna go with the.
What? How does the trap sound? What is the trap sound again? 1738. No,
Pretty
that's
much, yeah, yeah.
That's a trap sound.
That's right.
That's trap.
Like like Migos kind of. stuff.
Oh yeah. Okay, who's that then? It wasn't definitely not Timbaland. I shouldn't be giving you too much.
It might be a wrestler.
Yeah, it's fucking like I don't know the answer, but I'll just choose.
I'm just
one.
gonna choose.
You guys are tied, right?
We're tied. Yeah.
Are we? I feel like I'm winning. We'll let the viewers
we'll let-
decide.
This alrighty.
Okay, show your answers.
I'm gonna go with DJ Premier just because he's a DJ.
Okay.
Oh, we
yeah.
got the same thing too.
Why do
Same
you
thought
guys?
process.
Why do you guys guess the same thing?
Because like we're using
I
like
think our instincts match.
yeah, exactly. Like trying to like figure out
It's Lex Luger,
Lex Luger.
What the fuck?
Who's
not
Lex
the wrestler.
Luger? No, get out of here.
Nah,
It's just-
you got me fucked up. Like
It's a
I
different
thought he was a
person.
wrestler.
Oh, it's a different person. I thought you put that in there to like fuck around with us.
No, I ain't even entertained the thought of Lex Luger because
Yeah.
I had to put this question because Lex Luger was there.
Oh my god! Like I thought he just put in a wrestler's name just to like screw around with us.
Okay.
His name, Lex Luger, really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
The next question.
That's I don't like. That's why I don't like the new hip hop generation.
Which artist is known for the album "To Pimp a Butterfly"? Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar,
Oh,
Travis Scott.
man. Oh no! Oh no! This is where he takes the lead.
Now we're talking now we came to my generation.
Exactly. To pimp a butterfly. Oh Jesus. Ugh. There's two names over there. Which wait, maybe. You know what? I'm going to take.
It might be like the last time, like Lex Luger or something.
No,
a person
it's
you
fine.
don't know.
It's fine. I'm gonna go with the
You ready?
safest answer for
1, 2, 3.
me. Drake,
Kendrick Lamar.
Lamar, of course.
So let's.
It's a
see
classic
if
that you
it's
should
right.
listen.
Oh, really?
He's right.
It
He
is
takes the
totally
lead.
one of the best hip hop album out there
Really?
in existence. Yeah.
I know. Like he got "They Not Like Us." Like that was a
Oh,
diss
yeah.
to Drake,
Uh huh.
and like,
Not Like Us.
then I was like, no, I didn't realize it was a diss to Drake.
Oh.
I didn't know they were even beefing.
Oh shit! You missed out on whole
Yeah,
2024.
but the thing is, like, the beef that rappers used to have back in the day
oh yeah.
was way more crazier than like, oh, I'm gonna like diss you on TikTok or something.
No-
I'm
no
like,
Vaseline.
Yeah, and there's exactly. Back in the day, like you had Tupac and Biggie Smalls getting shot, dude. That's
Yeah.
that's the whole. That's how crazy the beefs were.
Yeah.
Okay, the next question, a little bit harder maybe. Who was the first solo female
I
rapper
know
to
it
claim a
is.
Grammy award?
Okay.
Missy Elliott, Nicki Minaj, Lauryn Hill, Cardi B. You guys might get confused. Different places show different answers.
Grammy.
Yeah, first Grammy.
Solo.
Yeah, solo.
So score is 2-3, right?
Yeah.
I'm guessing at this point.
Yeah, me too.
I got so confused
It's
with this
either-
question because like different like places show different answer. So I had to find the date exactly when they won. So after that, I
You know what?
finalized.
All right.
You know, I'm stuck between two people.
Me too.
Okay.
All
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna change this. Give me a second.
Okay, you only have 5 seconds. 5,
What the hell?
4, 3, 2, 1. Show your answers.
Missy Elliott.
He wrote Cardi B, right? Lauryn Hill.
That- That was my plan B.
Yeah.
I mean, Cardi B did win something for invasion of privacy.
So all of them won Grammy awards, but like
Oh.
she won
the first one. The first one. Oh, okay.
after that, I think it was Missy Elliott.
Missy Elliott.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know who Lauryn Hill was. I know like Missy
Way
Elliott.
back.
Yeah, I know Lauryn Hill was big too,
Okay, the last question.
but it was still 2-3.
Which
What
artist is known for popularizing the term bling bling? Master P, Juvenile, Birdman, Lil Wayne.
I'm
hoping this is.
me too.
Birdman.
Nah, that's not how it goes.
Nah, it's probably not him. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Got nothing to lose.
Actually, I think it's Birdman because
Okay. You wrote Birdman. You wrote Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne.
Are you sure for that?
I'm not. But I mean,
It's Lil Wayne.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Really? He used to do that.
hell yeah.
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 He popularized the
I
word
mean,
bling
he-
bling.
He's known to, bring out like words that don't exist, and it
True,
becomes a
true,
trend.
true,
So I
true,
just
true.
took a wild guess.
Ah man, I thought Birdman came because he was wearing all the bling bling. Because
Yeah, Young Money, Moolah. I don't really listen to Lil Wayne like that.
Lil Wayne, he was a good rapper too.
He is. Like it's just the fact that I just don't listen to rap music is what it is.
It's crazy.
It-
And you're
it is-
rapping.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah.
But that's pretty intense. So remember guys, Proskii.
Yeah.
Man, but
But it was fun. This was super fun. So
Yeah,
I realized I should not be moving too much.
it's all right. It's all right. You can move.
Yeah, it's okay.
comfortable.
Now, section 3. So today we're just gonna, we don't have much time, so we're just gonna read some subreddit confessions from people.
Subreddit confessions.
Oh, what?
Nice.
Not that long. There were 2 long confessions, so I just took the short ones.
You do the Nepali confessions? Just a random people?
Next time.
Next time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some Nepali confessions
Someday.
are crazy, dude.
Oh shit.
Okay, let's read the first one.
Let's hear the confessions. Interesting to see. I told my job that my grandfather had a stroke just so I can go on a trip to Mexico. Oof. Okay, I work as a teacher.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm short-sighted.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't shoot for shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I work as where do you go?
Oh, just 1 second. Okay, now we go.
I work as a teacher and used up all of my PTO and sick hours. I also work part-time and go to school full-time for nursing. My friend invited me to Mexico for his 30th birthday and it aligned with the second and last week of school. My grandfather died about 7 years ago. Oh my God. Before I started this job. For a week, I've planned how I'll go about the lie. I'll appear happy at work and suddenly appear sad. I told the front office assistant that she told me to email her and she'll approve my days. I feel bad for pretending to grieve again. but my grandfather was a Libra and loved the vacation, so I know he's laughing.
Yeah, from out there.
Would you do that
Would you do that?
for a
Like-
vacation? Damn, that's
I would.
you. I think you know.
I would.
You guys would? I couldn't.
For real?
You know
Yeah.
what? I wouldn't be able to do it if like he was alive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
After
But-
he's dead, maybe.
yeah,
like-
if it was a really, really important trip, like if it was like once in a
You can't
lifetime
miss.
opportunity,
Yeah.
like he would be like, it's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
from up top.
yeah, you know,
Yeah.
from on top.
Yeah,
Right.
it does not really hurt anybody. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
the fact that you know what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, you just have to be smart about not getting
Yeah.
caught.
Yeah.
Like, you
Okay.
can't. But the only downside is you can't post it on like stories on Instagram.
It doesn't matter. Like he's living out there in Mexico.
Yeah, I mean, like you're
Chilling.
having fun. I'm just saying, like you wouldn't be able to like post the stories.
Post it
You know
up.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, the next
I have a
one.
weird thing that I do only when I fall asleep with a woman next to me. Okay,
Okay.
I have a weird thing that I do as well.
Oh, really? We'll go.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
shit.
that's why we're here to listen.
So I got out of a 5-year relationship about
Me too.
2 years. About 2 years ago, though.
Okay. No.
Alright.
Is this yours?
And-
What if-
is it
what
yours? Is it yours?
What if I'm the
Oh, no, I
confessor?
want to make sure. 1.7K likes. God damn. Okay. So I got out of a 5-year relationship about 2 years ago, and my ex would always say I would wake up in the middle of the night and kiss her and tell her how much I love her and that I want to marry her, blah, blah, blah. I would have no recollection of doing this. Anyways, I've been dating around and it's becoming a problem because I do this to the woman that I barely know or while having a one-night stand. I had a few women very flattered that I did this because they would tell me the next morning, you said you love me or whatever. A few would laugh it off and a few were like, why did you say that last night? I literally have no control of this thing I do and I don't know how to stop it. Is it normal or am I crazy? And I know it seems bizarre. This is 100% true.
Yeah.
That is absolutely insane. Oh, wait. Someone said I got you beat, though. Me and my wife have sex in the middle of the night a lot. The problem is neither one of us can figure out who's initiating because we both become aware while we're touching. Oh, my God. That is insane.
So if you read this confession, you just laugh.
That's crazy.
Imagine me starts touching. Oh, my God. Sexomania. I have it occasion.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
called sexomania. Then.
Really?
Yeah.
Like you just like.
Insomnia kind of stuff.
Insomnia is where you can't sleep.
Yeah.
But you're sleeping and that happens when you're like sleeping?
Yeah.
Sexomania.
yeah.
I have it occasionally. Okay.
From stress, drinking. I think drinking is the one of the main
Or
problems.
being too horny before bed. Eesh. Okay. Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, that's a tough one. But I think like telling a girl that you're in love with her,
Yeah.
like without
freaks
even-
you out in the first day.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
And you want to marry her?
She
you
would
don't,
run
you
away
don't
in the
even
middle
know.
of the night.
Yeah, so like, what the hell's wrong with this guy? Like, next thing you know, she'll think like you're crazy or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe if it's a crazy girl, oh my God, imagine saying that to an actual crazy woman and she's like, she's obsessed with you, but you have no recollection of saying it. And next thing you know, she wants to have kids with you and she's like,
wow.
oh man, that would
Yeah, that would be fucked up.
That would be messed up,
That's-
dude.
I mean,
That would be
Wow.
the best.
That would be messed up. Oh man. Be the wrong woman.
This is the most like talked about.
oh shit.
If I had not fallen asleep, my baby would be
Oh
alive.
shit, that's messed up. I lost my child 11 months. He suffered fever at 3 a.m. in the morning when I had just closed my eyes for a few minutes. When I woke up, he had convulsed and never woke up again.
Convulsed.
Convulsed, sorry.
Yeah.
Convulsed and never woke up again. This changed my life and live with this guilt every day. Never got any more children.
She's
Good
just
enough.
like in
Damn, for
great
3
depression.
for like a couple of minutes.
But the people are supporting her. Like this
Yeah,
happens to
that's-
people.
It happens,
That's why this is like more talked about in the Reddit because people are so. This is not your fault. You need to know this wasn't your
Yeah,
fault.
yeah. I mean, that's a huge
That's
like
crazy.
that's a huge mental stress.
I
dude.
mean, like, oh shit. I mean, she's traumatized for life.
yeah, like
Yeah.
losing your kid.
And more than that, like, you lost a kid.
Yeah, I mean, like, and just because you
And-
fell asleep for a few minutes.
I mean, at the same time, people fall asleep. Like,
Yeah.
there was nothing she could have done.
Yeah,
I think she's a single mother. That's why.
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah, that's-
shit.
that's-
I mean,
that gives you a
that's-
whole
Oh,
new
yeah.
idea of like having a child and how much you have to wake up and stay up to.
Yeah, just a little fever and just he passed away.
That's crazy. And just
That's
because
just crazy,
just
man.
because you just slept for like a
Yeah.
couple of minutes.
And
Oh man, rest in peace and
Wow.
that's-
rest in peace.
That's so sad.
Yeah, people are just supporting her. Like, hey, mom, have to sleep.
Yeah.
It's
It's
not
okay,
your fault.
it's
I'm
not
It's
your
so
not,
fault.
not
sorry.
having
I mean,
having a kid is not easy,
Not
man.
easy.
It's not easy.
damn.
Kudos
Okay.
to parents.
I
Oh
spent
my
15,000 on OnlyFans.
Let's not even read this. It's not worth it.
This is
No, it's not that bad.
okay.
He just like tells he started something. And
I spend
then
anybody that spends anything on OnlyFans, please meet a psychiatrist
Yeah, they need
or
to
a
get
therapist.
something
You
fixed
need to
for
ask
sure.
yourself why.
yeah,
Just please,
Yeah.
please. It's free.
Got my first job. I pretty
I
much no
spent
experience and I'm bored
15,000,
and
yeah.
I'm lonely. I mean,
Okay. I spent 15K on OnlyFans. I got my first job, 24 male, have pretty much no expenses. I'm bored and very lonely. It began by just subbing to girls and locking sometimes a $10 post. Then some girl I liked made an OnlyFans and removed any barrier I've set for
you
myself.
could not control him.
100, 200,
200,
500.
500.
I couldn't stop until I had no money left in my savings account.
He blew his savings account, man.
Man, I can't look at myself in the mirror anymore. Ask me anything. Don't hold back. I deserve it. I want to know some of the questions.
yeah.
Oh, I genuinely don't understand why men spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on OF when there are hundreds and millions of free porn. That's literally what I say. I've heard some men say it's for exclusivity, but how if she has 1.5 million
Yeah,
followers
that's right.
and gets basically the same views as normal porn stars? And he responded, "I've never done it, but as I understand it, free porn loses its value over time because of how easily accessible it is. It feels inauthentic and fake. In regards to OF, if a guy sees their neighbor, college friend, favorite
Favorite
IG
IG.
model locked away behind $5, it feels a lot more accessible and real as the girl you see being naughty.
Yeah, I think this is true for those guys.
I
that
think
book
it's not.
OnlyFans.
I you know what? I feel like any guy that goes OnlyFans, it's not because they're like perverts. I feel like it's because it's like gambling.
Could be.
You know, like some people
Yeah.
like gamble. They gamble like they can stop gambling, right?
Uh-huh.
But they get addicting because of it's that feeling, that rush that you get. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
That
I
rush.
mean, I feel like it's the same concept as going to a strip club.
Yeah.
Like you throw money and you, for a moment, you feel like you own whatever is going on.
Exactly.
Same way digitally. You throw money and you get
you feel like it's
pictures
exactly
exclusive for
Exclusive.
you.
You feel like
And-
someone's messaging you.
Yeah, I think it's more about like feeling of power. Like, you know, you spend money now you get pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
That's what he said.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy. It is
It's
15K.
15K.
15K, and he blew his account. Nothing left.
I remember this one guy had spent about like $60,000 on this OnlyFans girl. And like,
70, 60,000.
yeah, $60,000. Dude, so some guys, dude, that like spend a ton of money and it's insane. It's absolutely insane, dude.
Wow.
Okay.
I've been inviting homeless. Oh man, this is going to turn like really messed up. I can already tell.
Into my own. I don't think so.
I've been inviting homeless men into my home and letting them spend the night. Oof. I really need to get this off my chest. For a few months now, I've been inviting homeless men to come over to. Is this a girl or a guy?
Guy.
Okay. Ooh,
Down
okay.
there, he's a gay man.
Oh boy. Okay. For a few months now, I've been inviting homeless men to come over to my house and cuddle in exchange for money.
Just for
food.
cuddle.
Oh my. Okay. For a few months now, I've been inviting homeless men to come
You
over to
even
my house
lets him do the
and
laundry.
cuddle in exchange for money, food, a shower, and sometimes them doing a load of laundry. This is incredibly sad and borderline pathetic, but I haven't told anyone and don't plan on doing so. I'm a gay man in my 20s, a little ugly, but can still pull a man or two if I really try. I've never been in a serious relationship. I've had little flings and stuff that last a month or so, but never anything that genuinely think will go anywhere. I moved to Houston last year for a job. That's the worst state to come to, man. Houston last year for a job, and ever since I have been so lonely for a while. I just went to my local HEB and started randomly complimenting people on their hair or a nice necklace they were wearing, or even just striking up a conversation with a lady trying to decide if she could get the Tillamook ice cream or a Bluebell by recommending, oh, the peaches and the cream is to die for. I got it last week. I found a guy on here who posted it in some sub that I can't even remember. And the idea stuck with me. A homeless dude would probably kill for a good night's sleep in bed with a promised meal, a few bucks, and a shower. And I was right. And for a while, I was looking on Reddit for these guys. A surprising amount of them have on here, at least in my area, are pretty quick to say yes to a night of comfort, safety, and then I just started going around close to where I live and just asking the first one I thought would look cute for a shower, clean clothes, and a razor on their face. A few have said no. Only one ended with a threat of violence, which I backed away from and never pushed. I feel in a way I'm taking advantage of these men. I feel as though I'm preying on a vulnerable part of the population. I am. I don't have sex with any one of them. Two have gotten a bit little hot and heavy in the middle of the night, or for what I only assumed is asking for more money if they have sex with me. But I quickly turn it down and roll over before it gets brought up. The most I've done is make out, but even then it feels wrong. I just yearn for physical connection, and this is the easiest way I feel I can achieve it. I don't want to have to go through a weeks of months a long situation with someone that I so desperately crave and yearn for.
I think we should go to the last one.
Yeah.
Should I stop?
Should I stop? Or I mean, like, yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
man.
You should absolutely stop.
Right before he dies. Like,
Yeah, man,
These
that's-
dude will fucking kill
I
him.
Yeah.
feel like I've seen a true crime story like this. Be careful, please.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like Jeffrey Dahmer, man. But like he could be
Fucked up. I
reversed.
mean,
He could be reversed, but that's so sad though,
that is super sad, actually.
right? If you think about it, like he's just lonely and he's just
All he
trying
needs
to-
is hug. Like,
Yeah.
that's all he needs.
he like the fact that the matter is that he just wants to cuddle. That's a hug. And he doesn't even have that. Like people are lonely in this world.
Man.
People, you don't realize it. People are mad lonely in this
Yeah.
world.
You know?
I mean, you know what? I am glad that I got to experience like a form of love. You
Okay.
know, not like I'm not going to go more into it. That's when I was much younger, but that love that I felt, I have realized some people don't even get a chance to feel that
Oh,
or experience it or
Oh,
know
yeah.
what it is. Like this dude over here, like
Yeah.
just to cuddle. Like he's so desperate.
So
to-
he is going for a homeless man. Okay, guys, time for the closing statements.
okay.
all right.
Damn. All right. Man, that homeless that story got me, dude. Like I feel kind of like disgusted by it, but at the same time I feel like sad.
I feel for that guy. He's too lonely.
Yeah, I
yeah.
feel sad, man.
Yeah.
Loneliness is like a tough thing. But yeah, Proskii, aka Prashant, thanks for coming. I
It's
really
Prashant, aka Proskii.
Yeah, I know. But I feel like Proskii, that's how people know you because
yeah.
you've said your
Yeah.
name 49, Proskii 49 times,
49
right?
times, yeah.
In the song. I know. I definitely like one of the closing remarks I want to say is your album is different.
Thank you.
Very different. I feel like it is something that will grow. It'll take time,
Mhm.
but it'll definitely grow. And I think as a community, those who appreciate what you're doing
Mhm.
will help it grow. Especially like us, like we
Oh,
already
yeah.
told you what we want to do,
Mhm.
and I feel like that will help in one way. Maybe it may not change your life overnight, but
Yeah.
it's all about working hard, but also working together.
Yes.
And I really appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule because I know you are out there promoting your song. If anybody's out there, listen to his album. You can go on Google Music because that's where I got it from. I'm pretty sure it's on Spotify.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere. So it's everywhere, guys. Listen to it. Give it a shout out. If you like it, share the story. Share it with your friends. That's what I would do. Or make like Instagram stories with it. Is it available in Instagram stories?
Yeah, it's everywhere.
It
Like,
is.
Yeah.
So if I post a video, I can.
you can have my music on the.
Oh,
videos,
nice.
yeah.
So guys, let's support it one way or the other. If it's like a simple Instagram story, a post, or just listen to it while you're vibing in the car, or if you're at home, or if you're feeling a certain way and you feel like you vibe with it, give it a shout out, give it a listen. It's good. It's good. And this is coming from me, old school rap guy.
Hell
Trust
yeah.
me. It's come from me. So, I would definitely listen to it. And apart from that, I'm looking forward to your next album as well.
Okay.
And I will definitely have you on here again when your next album releases.
Now that would be dope. I mean, it's been a great time.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, like I think like we want to show the audience your growth.
That would be dope.
Everybody else.
Let's make this a thing. Every time I
Yeah.
drop an album or a project,
Yeah, every time.
come
I
and
mean,
talk to you.
you're always it's as easy as you hitting me up and be like, hey, listen, I'm doing this out. What can we do? And you know us. This is
Yeah.
why we create the podcast is to give like community a foundation just to
Yeah.
sit down and talk, share the stories.
yeah,
do what we need to do and have fun with it.
Yeah, this is a
And-
full circle moment. Like, remember, like we actually wanted to do a podcast 5 years ago, and today
know,
we
right?
finished it. Like,
I know, right?
congratulations to us.
I know, right? Finally,
Hell
from
yeah.
that dining table. So
From that dining table to the actual studio.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
So So with that being said, if you like our channel, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you comment on it. What's your favorite song? And make sure you hit that notification bell. And thank you.
All right.